All right, all right. I am terribly, terribly sorry. Sorry, I am I'm a little bit late. Just it's a clean 12 minutes, not too bad. Yeah, you know, I got what you would call stuck in bed, and by stuck in bed, I mean I made the mistake of laying down and then could not get myself to get back up in order to come get ready for the stream. Yeah, that's just you know, just a little thing that you deal with every once in a while. Where you're just like, your body's like, damn, I haven't laid down all day. This kind of feels good. I don't want to get up. But what's going on, everyone? How's it going? Lady Drop Bear, what is up? Welcome back. How's everyone doing today? It's Tepig time. It is Tepig time. We're back. I am damn ready to get this pig. We're going to be pulling out all the stops for as long as I can. And by that, I mean, I'm going to be going at this hunt like almost every single day. I think Fridays will be the only day we don't go for Tepig. I'm tired of not having a shiny Tepig. We're at 13,000 encounters deep, and we're just going to get started. We're just going to throw this off right here, right now. So I will put on the timer. We're doing something new today, giving us a little timer, a little countdown, you know, a little bit of a little stakes on the screen. Be like, oh shit, we only got so much time today to get a shiny. Let's get to it. So yeah, we will start the countdown, and then we will get right to our shiny hunting. And I'm trying to make sure everything is good and dandy. I'm pretty sure we are all up and running. Everything is looking good on my end. I was a little bit scrambling, trying to get everything prepared and ready. Of course, something was wrong on the stream when I got here, and that's why it took me another extra like 2 minutes to really get started here. But no more waiting. Ryan, what up, what up? Welcome back. No more waiting. We are going to get right to it. We're going to start up the timer, and we are good to go. We got 2 hours today to try and get this Tepig. Let's see if we can make it happen. I am quite ready for it. I'm glad to be back, in like the weirdest way possible. You know, obviously, like I would have much preferred we got the shiny Tepig during our 12-hour live stream we did on the 31st of December, but considering we didn't get it, I've been off the hunt for well over 3 weeks. It's been close to a month. I'm ready to be back and to get going here. I need to not dilly-dally and take my time. We are on the clock. We got moving to go, and I just realized that my calculator thing up here is not going exactly how I wanted it to, but that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. I need to get going. I need to stop getting distracted. We are here on a mission. We got some stuff to do today, and by some stuff I mean one thing being get a shiny Tepig. That is what we got on the menu. All right, so how's everyone's Monday been? Anything exciting, anything eventful going down on this beautiful Monday? And by beautiful, I mean rainy. It was raining today for most of the day, so, you know, just lovely weather. Rainy, cold, barely left the house because there's just no reason to. It was not super nice outside. But it was still a relaxing day. Didn't really have too much going on. For me, just been kicking back, kind of getting some stuff like situated for this right here, changing things around with our stream layout, just a tiny little bit, throwing some things up here. I've also gone back to only doing YouTube streaming after I don't even know how many 5 streams of Twitch. I'm just not a fan of Twitch. Like, I just got to be honest, Twitch is not my thing. It never has. It never has been. I've never been a consumer of Twitch. I've never been the type to go on there and really watch content. You know, if I watch Twitch live streams, it's because I'm watching like a VOD that someone posted on YouTube from their live stream. So like, me and Twitch are not a website that I align with. Red Fox, what up, what up? How's it going? Welcome back. Me and Twitch do not align. So I've decided, you know, I'm going strictly back to YouTube. No more dual streaming. We are full steam, just the YouTube streams. So had to get rid of my little OBS plugin I had that was allowing us to do multi-stream. But let's see. Got a voiceover job apply for sucks on this call. Okay. Well, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully you do get to get back with them about that. Let's see. Whoa, did you have something going on when they called? Is that why you just happened to miss it? I'm terrible at catching calls. One, I keep my phone on silence at all times, and half the time even when I have my phone in the craziest thing, when I have my phone in my pocket, I hear my phone vibrating more often than I actually feel it vibrating, weirdly enough. But yeah, I'm terrible about catching calls the first time they come through. I'm also just so wary of spam calls. I don't answer the phone. I just don't answer the phone. If it's a number I don't recognize, I'm just like, okay, you can go to voicemail. If you actually need to talk to me, if you're a real person that needs to get back with me, you can leave a voicemail. I'm good. But yeah, hopefully you're able to get back with them and everything works out. I wonder if that's a, I don't know what kind of phone you have. That actually happened to me earlier today. But like, it kind of made sense to me because my doctor's office calls me. So I have to go to the ENT every week for allergy shots. And before, like 2 days before every single one of my appointments, I always get a robocall from the doctor's office like, we're calling to confirm that you're doing this doctor's appointment. And I never pick up the phone anymore because it doesn't matter. I don't actually have to confirm. I don't really know. I probably should just see if I can opt out of the call, but you know, my phone was just sitting there and it popped up and said like phone notification. I was like, weird. I didn't see a phone call coming through, and it was just there was just a voicemail there from them. And I was like, oh, that was weird. So I have an iPhone. I don't know if that was something that's just happening today with iPhones, because that did happen to me where no call. And normally I get like a silenced call like notification, you know, if they were to silence a what they consider spam call, but no, nothing, just instant voicemail. I wonder if my doctor's office is messing around with it. I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, it's the first time that's ever happened to me where no call of any kind came through. Didn't even say like, oh, we silenced this call. It was just like voicemail out of nowhere. But let's see, what do we got going on today? Actually, is there a reason? Is the reason why if I do this? Oh, that's what it was. I just had that turned off for a second. Okay, there we go. We're back to what I want. I was like, oh, something broke with the little calculator thing that I messed with. And I was like, okay, I'll just leave it. And then I remembered, oh, I probably turned that off. A little color key thingamabobber that you can do where you can remove colors. Remove the calculator background color so I could, I don't know why. I just felt like making the backgrounds of the calculator, or the counter, you know, the encounter. I never know what the bright turn to use for that thing is. Our encounter number and then the timer. I was like, I want to give it a opaque background to kind of match the chat background, and I forgot to turn off the to turn back on the color correction that I had. Do I still have this thing open? I think I do. Okay, yeah, I do. So if we get around to that today, I do have a little, if we're looking good, you know, looking like we can take a little excursion today from the hunt. I got a little something planned that could be pretty fun for us to dabble in. But yeah, today was pretty lightweight. Not much happening. I put together a little, so over the weekend I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, visiting my in-laws, and we went to IKEA. Never been to IKEA before. So we were walking around there for, I don't know how long we were there, 3 hours? It was a long time. I'm not a big furniture shopping person, so most of the time I was just kind of aimlessly walking around, kicking my feet, just kind of like touching things and just being like, okay, well, that's cool. But then we got to the computer desk section, the little office section, and I was in my element there. I was at every single, I have a standing desk. I don't need a new desk, but I was at every single one of their standing desks, just testing them out, like, okay, going up, going down, going up, going down. How big is it? Ooh, this is nice. I didn't realize, like, I thought my desk was pretty damn big. It is a big desk, but I was like looking at the ones there. I was like, Is mine as big as these? Like, these are big ass desks. Nah, getting home, those things were freaking huge. Like, mine is nowhere near as big as those things were. Like, they're probably a solid... Well, actually, they might be close to the same width, but the ones there were a lot longer, which I think that's because I did intentionally get mine to be a little bit shorter. I could have gotten my desk to be a... I think I got a 4-foot option. No, it's definitely 5 foot. Yeah, this is 5 foot. Oh, maybe. Yeah, this has got to be 5 foot. There's no way this is just 4 feet desk. I think there was a 6 foot option that I didn't go with, which is probably for the best. It's like I have the room for a 6 foot desk, but like not really. It'd be kind of like in the way. I'm trying to fit that over here. I'd definitely have to move maneuver things around to fit a 6 foot long desk over here. But anyways, yeah, we got to the desk section, the office section. I was messing around with all this little knickknacks they had in there, and then I saw in one of their like gaming displays they had a mock-up PC sitting on top of a kind of PC stand with roller wheels on it. And I was like, you know what? My PC does just sit on the ground on the carpet. It's probably not the best thing in the world to do. And by probably not, definitely not, because you know, you sit on top of the carpet, and even though I don't think I really have anything pulling air up through the bottom of the PC, it's still probably nice to give it some separation from the ground. So I decided to buy the little roller PC cart, whatever you want to call it technically. So now it's definitely helpful to be able to maneuver my PC around more. Because whenever I did have to move it, it's a pretty hefty machine. It can take gotta walk it out a little bit. It is it's a large lad. So I built that today. And then yeah, that was all I got from IKEA. I didn't grab anything else. Emily bought some stuff for the house. And some new pillows. We're looking around at the pillowcases. She's like, which of these pillowcases do you like? And I'm like, I gotta be honest with you. I like whatever pillowcases you like. Because at the end of the day, the pillows we have on the couch, it don't really matter to me what color they are. If they're comfortable enough for me to lay on them, which we don't even have a layable couch anyways, I was just like, if you like the pillowcase, I like the pillowcase. So we ended up getting a little bit of a green kind of eucalyptus. That's one of our wedding colors that we've gone with, kind of eucalyptus green. So I think she's excited about the wedding, so we want to grab some pillowcases for that. But yeah, the whole not being able to lay on the couch thing is a little bit like, we like the couch and we enjoyed the couch when we first got it for certain. But after having it for a while, it is a comfy couch. We enjoy it. It's nice. It's a reclinable couch, even though there's 3 different seats on the couch that can recline. But there's like, so it's an L-shaped couch. There's one, seat that can recline. Then there's a little console thing that can open up with a compartment. There's some cup holders. Then there's the little bend area. One of the seats over here in the bend can recline. Another little console with cup holders. And then the final seat over here that can recline. But because of the consoles with cup holders, and I probably need to be getting through these resets so I actually make progress during this little bit of time we have. Yeah, because of the consoles with the cup holders, there's really no space, no section of the couch where you can just lay out straight. You can technically lay out straight in the recliner when you have it reclined, but it's not the same as just full on laying down. So we've talked about potentially maybe getting a new couch, one that's actually more layable. But we did just finish paying off the couch that we have, so I don't know if we'll actually do that anytime soon. Like I said, considering the couch we have there's nothing wrong with it. So I am sure we will make do. Plus, I like laying in the bed anyways. If I want to lay down, I'll just go lay in the bed. It's fine to not have the couch. Let's see, outside of that was, this is the IKEA we went to yesterday. What did we, I guess last night was the Bills Chiefs football game, and we're all Bills fans. My fiance's family, they're from Buffalo, so they're big Bills fans, from the area. I've been kind of adopted into the fandom, and of course, last night, what do you know? The Chiefs break the Bills' hearts once again. That game was rough. It was a great game. It's 3-point difference. It came down to the wire, but I kind of could feel in the fourth quarter just the energy of the game. Felt like the Chiefs were definitely pulling it out, simply because on offense the Bills were really struggling. Struggling in the sense that every drive was just, they had to give every play their all. You could just tell that it was taking every ounce of effort they could muster to just barely keep the drive going. Fourth down after fourth down, just chugging along. It was, every drive felt like a chore. And then the Chiefs on offense, even on the drives where they didn't succeed at getting anything, it was still just okay, they're moving way too easy. They're not really, it's not really taking anything out of them to get this done. And ultimately, they pulled out the victory. Same shit, different year. But Emily is dejected, and she's like, they're never gonna make a Super Bowl. Josh is never gonna make a Super Bowl, and he's gonna leave us, and we're gonna be terrible forever. And I'm just like, don't worry, it will happen eventually. I've been a University of Georgia football fan my entire life. For so long, we thought we were that cursed team that we were never going to do anything. We're constantly going to be good, but not good enough to beat the big guys. And it just seemed like all was lost. And then finally, we didn't just win one; we ripped off 2 in a row. So, I'm not going to give up belief that the Bills can make it happen. And I think they'll get to a Super Bowl eventually. I think it has to happen. Josh is too talented of a player. They just got to grab some more key offensive pieces to put around Josh Allen. They have great, players right now. They were able to do a lot, but, James Cook, University of Georgia guy, terrific running back. Oh my Lord. He was putting on last night. Absolutely putting on. But, expand the receiving room in the sense of the talent, the people in their receiving room, so young. Yeah, Josh Allen's, I'm the same age as Josh Allen. I think we're both 28, 29. So yeah, Josh is still in the prime of his career. He's still got plenty of time left in him. I've been keeping up with the encounters, right? I am not even paying attention to what I'm doing. I have no clue if I'm actually, I think I'm actually keeping up with the encounters, but it seems like I am. I think we're good. But yeah, the receivers are young. They'll figure it out. They'll get going. Keon Coleman will improve. I believe he seems like a solid receiver. You just got to learn. They've got Amari Cooper now. Kind of, I don't know if they'll keep him throughout the next season. Maybe they can keep him for a little bit of money, not too much, and he can help Keon improve and grow. The O-line was looking good this year, so I'm not too terribly worried about the O-line. They can always add some depth maybe to it. I definitely think the defense needs to be stepped up a tiny little bit for the Bills. In the sense that, they're constantly riddled with injuries. I feel like the last 2, maybe 3 seasons, they get to the postseason and their defense is just shredded with injuries. So maybe they just need some more depth. Defense feels like the thing they need to focus on moving forward if they want to continue to make runs with Josh Allen. Let's see. But I mean, outside of the result of the game, we still had a good night last night. You know, we had good food. We had some nice what's the term I'm looking for pizza? Not is craft pizza? No, craft pizza. Artisan. That's the word I'm looking for. Artisan pizza. We had some artisan pizza last night. You know, nicer pizza. You know, like nice thin crust. It's the kind of pizza that when you eat it, you don't, you know, you eat 3 slices, you don't come away from it like, oh my god, my stomach feels like, I feel like an absolute ball of lard. Like, no, it's the kind of pizza you can eat and it's like light, tasty, and you're like, oh hey, I don't feel like death. So that was nice. You know, some good wings, buffalo chicken dip. Love me some buffalo chicken dip. But we had a good night, aside from the result of the game itself. Everything is just, yeah, job hunting is that's unfortunate. It is not fun whatsoever. But yeah, the fact that you got a call, that's a good sign. I mean, I know we live in a day and age where it's like really easy to get in touch with people at the drop of a hat, but like, jobs should know that like not everyone is immediately available at all times. People get busy, so like, like Red Fox said, the fact that they reached out to you is a good sign. So yeah, just go chillax, go yeah, like you said, grind some Pokemon bosses, maybe do some shiny hunting. I feel you there, Ryan. I feel you there. I certainly overthink social interactions too. A couple, I guess it was actually last weekend. I went back home. One of my, you know, longtime, lifelong friends having, you know, a little birthday get together at a restaurant, and I hadn't seen him in probably a year. We really only see each other once, maybe twice a year, but everyone else who was there hadn't seen in probably, I guess one other guy who was there I'd saw the year before at his birthday party. Or I guess it's not really a birthday party anymore. We're, you know, almost 30. A birthday get together, really just a dinner that happens to revolve around someone's birthday. But I got there, and one of the guys that was going to be sitting next to me, and they left a seat open for me. Yeah, I was saying hey to everyone, and he like went out to shake my hand, and you know, I hadn't seen him in probably 5 years. And it's not that I didn't know his name, it's just I stumbled, and so I kind of like just said it really weird. Like I added like an extra little R sound into the beginning of his name that's not there, and it was just so awkward. And I was just like, immediately in my head I was like, oh god, what did I just do? It probably seems like I forgot what his name was or something. I was thinking about that for like 2 days. I was like, I can't believe I did that. I looked down and went shaking him. I was like, what up, bro? Like, not gonna, you know, drop any of their names, but like added a little extra syllable in there that sounded like I was stumbling over his name. Like, what was your name again? Yeah, it was anytime social interactions like that happen for me, I spend like 2 or 3 days just in my head thinking about it. But I feel that too. I'll send text messages or like emails or something, and even if it's the most just like one-off, not necessary thing to worry about, I'll send the email for like work or send the text message to someone, and I'll think about the wording or how I said the text message or the email for like a good 30 minutes to an hour. I wouldn't say I harp on it for too long, but you know, there's definitely is. Oh, what happened there? Well, I guess we're just all resetting. Okay. But yeah, I do that a lot for sure. Where I overthink what we got going on or what was said, what people are thinking. Where I'm like, oh God, did I just make a fool of myself? Do I look like an idiot? Or I sound like an idiot, you know. I certainly do that too. My throat's hurting a little bit. Well, I mean, you left the message at 4. Most places are, closing shop around 5. So certainly with me, from 4 to 5, I am as unproductive as I'm allowed to be. Unless something is absolutely direly having to be done. Between 4 and 5 o'clock, I'm simply just waiting out the clock to get off work. Like, I am not, I'm not really getting anything done. I'm not looking to engage in anything too much because it's the end of the day. I'm just getting ready to go home. So they're probably in the same boat. They got, they'll get the message, they'll check it out tomorrow, and they'll get back to you. Because you try and do something between 4 and 5, you try and get something started, you never know what could happen. You're like, oh, yeah, it's not a big deal. I'll send out this email at 4:10. That's okay. And then what do you know? They respond at 4:20, and you're like, well, I started the email chain. I should probably keep responding, and it's 4:30. And then next thing you know, it's like 4:50. You're about to need to clock out of work, and it's like, well, now I am fully entrenched in this thing that we got going on now because I decided to to initiate and start getting stuff done for the at the end of the day. So that was probably what it is. But Crut, what up, what up? How's it going? Thank you, thank you. Heard a car horn outside my window. I mean, again, people are busy. That if they're the kind of job that can't understand you're busy and you have stuff going on, you probably don't want to work. You probably, if it's easy to say, in hindsight, like, oh, you don't want that job, But I understand when you need a job, like you need to take what you can get. But yeah, if they're the kind of job like that, they can't understand why you might have been just busy and couldn't get back to them immediately. Maybe not the best sign, but I don't know. All right, so we're looking at 100 encounters so far in a good clean 30-ish minutes. And what do you know? Still lacking on the Tepig. We're still lacking. All right, something's bothering me over here, so I'm going to adjust this tiny little bit on actually, did I accidentally move it? No, I think we're good. So, oh no, I definitely moved it there. What am I doing? I'm getting a little messy here. I want to grab this. I want to click this button. I want to pull this over a tiny little bit. There we go. All right, I can mess with it a little bit later after that, but that looks good for now. We're good here. And never mind, I'm gonna need to mess with it some more. My need for things to be as precise as I want them. I cannot just let something go, unfortunately. If I see something, I gotta adjust it. That looks better, and it's a little like off-centered now. Okay, there we go. That should be good. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. We're good. Sorry. I'm supposed to look for my internship. It's kind of sad. The place I really wanted to work. Don't. Yeah, internships are tough. My entire 4.5 years of college, I didn't get a single internship. Now, granted, I will admit I was pretty lazy when it came to applying for them, especially in the earlier years. Now, after sophomore year, I had to take some classes, so I couldn't do an internship. But like for the summer after junior year, I was admittedly kind of lazy. I think throughout the entirety of junior year, I only applied for like maybe 10 internships at max. Like I really wasn't going crazy applying for a bunch. I think I might have went to a career fair towards the end of the school year, but yeah, I was definitely not as properly prepared as I should have been. And so I didn't get one after junior year, which for most people, that's like, okay, the summer after junior year is your last attempt to get an internship because you obviously graduate after senior year and then you just need a full job. Well, I had to do an extra semester after senior year, so I could have done an internship for my last semester of school as well. But again, senior year wasn't as on top of it as I should have been. Story of my life, you know, just way too bad about procrastinating. Unfortunately, I definitely applied to a lot more senior year, but again, I didn't put myself out there like super heavy on the internships. I probably applied probably somewhere in the 30s to 40s, I would imagine. And yeah, still didn't get one. I was also really picky with what I was going like trying to apply for. I was being very optimistic about where I wanted to work and give my time and all that, so I wasn't just applying to like anything and everything. I was trying to be a bit more specific in my interests, and of course those interests ended up aligning with mostly popular jobs that a lot of people wanted to also apply for. And as a mechanical engineer, you know, the most common freaking engineering major out there, it was kind of tough, but it wouldn't be hard for me to find one job. Okay, I got you, Red Fox. I got you. You teamed up with someone on Smash for an internship. That's kind of neat. Or are you just talking in general? But I see. Do you think the NFL will let the Chiefs lose? I hope to God. I hope to God. I normally would. Well, I mean, okay. I don't dislike the Eagles like a lot of people do. I know, you know, the Eagles kind of have a reputation, specifically their fans. As a University of Georgia fan, I do like the fact that the Eagles have like 5 Georgia players on their defense. 4 of which are like starters or like big role players. They might even have more than that, to be honest. Like, in guys that rotate in. I know they have a lot of Georgia players on their defense, so I'm gonna be cheering for the Eagles for certain. Like, I hope for all that is good, the Chiefs don't get a three-peat. Early on in his career, I liked Patrick Mahomes, but I don't know. Maybe it's the Brady effect where like the success just makes you dislike the person. I don't like Mahomes much anymore. Oh, and Shiny Celebi, what up? I'm sorry, I saw it and then I kind of like went on a rant tangent, but what up, Shiny Celebi? How's it going? Also, for anyone who's here that hasn't dropped a like yet, consider doing that. I'm trying to mess with something for the streams where I'm going to make the baseline length of the stream 2 hours. That is at least on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then whenever we hit the like goal that's right down here, I'll increase the time on the stream by like 15 minutes. So it's something I'm messing with. Just I had some ideas on over the weekend for the streams. So if you have not dropped a like yet, consider doing so. Yeah, I agree. I would never. I'm never gonna hunt in the Safari Zone. Like, I can't say never, but I certainly don't intend on doing it. 100% not doing it for this challenge right here. For the Shiny Living Dex, not gonna happen. I am not shiny hunting in a Safari Zone. I am not devoting a whole bunch of time just for a shiny to run away. I can see the fun of it though. You know, it's kind of like that, the extra adrenaline factor, because there's already the pressure of catching a shiny when you actually get one. But then you add on to the fact that like Pokemon Safari Zone can't actually flee. I can understand the appeal to it, especially from a content standpoint. It's a pretty fun, it'd be kind of a fun hunt, but it's not something I will personally be able to risk while doing this here Shiny Living Dex. It's just not going to happen. Trying to stretch out my back here. Oh, yeah, I can feel. It's like my lower back into my glute. I could really feel it tighten up there, but that was a good stretch. Okay. We are good, we are good. Trying to get a lucky egg. Fire at Chansey only has 5 chance. You saw 2 shinies, but haven't gotten a lucky egg. That's crazy. Oh, excuse me, that is actually wild. Is what, is Chansey only a 1% encounter in the Safari Zone? I mean, it's a pretty rare and a pretty rare encounter, right? And I guess you add on to the fact that there's only 5% chance for a lucky egg too. That is maybe it's better than 1%. That's just like where my brain instantly went, was like, isn't that a really rare encounter? It is crazy in older games, items like that were very rare, like hard to get, very luck dependent. You had to grab them off of like specific Pokemon. And then they started going forward and it's just like, you know, oh, hey, you want a lucky egg? Here you go. Some character just throws it at you. 4% in one area. Okay, so not much better than a 1%, to be honest. Not entirely much better than 1%. Trying to remember, was the lucky egg introduced in Generation 3? Or is it in Gen 2 as well? If it was in Gen 2... No, yeah, I was about to say, for some reason I thought you couldn't catch Wild Chansey in Gen 2 for some reason. You definitely can. I was getting it flip-flop, so there's like that trade in Kanto where you trade someone a Chansey and they give you an Aerodactyl. For some reason in my head, I thought it was like you trade an Aerodactyl, you get a Chansey. And I was like, is that Chansey trade the only like chance to get a lucky egg in the entire game? It's in the post game, or... But no, you can definitely encounter Chansey in the wild. Are lucky eggs in Generation 2? I feel like they would be. I feel like that's an item they would come out with in Gen 2 as like an exclusive for Chansey as a held option. But it's obviously probably so incredibly rare that I can't even think about ever seeing or hearing about someone getting one. But goodness, Tepig, goodness. Oh, we're at 13-2. I can only hope that this hunt does not take the entirety of February. Like, oh man. I can just see it happening too. Like, oh, this hunt's gonna be the end of me. This hunt is gonna take so long. I was so optimistic for so long, but man. Tepig is just playing the long game, playing hardball. Tepig knows that we need it in order to continue on to really get going. And it does not want to shine. It's trolling me. Shiny Chansey caught 4 while going for Shiny Scyther. Never saw a single Shiny. Well, I guess you're probably playing in Pokemon. Because I was thinking, like, don't Chansey run away really easily in the Safari Zone? So, like, getting a Shiny Chansey is kind of hard to catch. But maybe different in Pokemon. Shiny Scyther. Scyther, I gotta be honest, Scyther's kind of a disappointing Shiny. Obviously, it evolves into Scizor, who has a great Shiny, but... yeah, why is it like, what, it's like abdomen and like leg twigs? I don't know what you call it. Just the tiny little areas that, in like its stomach and on his legs, like go from white, tan to red or something like that. The green all remains the same. Or maybe it's a slightly deeper shade of green. Yeah, I would like for a Pokemon like Scyther to get a little bit better of a Shiny, though. It's not the worst Shiny in the world, but it could definitely be better. And for a really cool Pokemon like that, I would kind of like to see a little bit more than just a slight little color change on small little... Okay, one of these DSs is not wanting to respond. Let's see, have you ever seen the banned Safari Zone episode in the anime? It was banned. I've definitely heard about it. I don't know if I've ever watched the entire thing. Obviously, yeah, it has what? The warden has a gun. They like points at Ash or something. Does he actually shoot at Ash, or does he just point it at him? Is that also the episode where they give James boobs? Is that the episode? Or is that a different episode? They one and the same. Can't remember. But both of that and the Porygon episode, I've never actually seen them. I've obviously heard about them. I've seen little clips of them. Never seen the actual episodes themselves. Yeah, because what? That's the episode where Ash catches like 30 Tauros or something. But like, and so it's kind of a, yeah, kind of a thing to leave out, because then it's actually relevant later in the show, and it's just like, oh yeah, Ash has 30 Tauros, by the way. You didn't see it happen, but it did. Okay, well, that's something for sure. So what other episodes were... There were other episodes than just those two that were banned, or like something in the early days of Pokemon. Wasn't the episode with the giant Tentacruel like destroying the city, wasn't that one a little weird? Or like, wasn't there something with that one because of a like 9/11 happening really recently before it or something? I don't remember if they like delayed the release of that episode, or did it not come out? I feel like I remember there being something weird about that episode because of 9/11. All Jinx episodes pretty much banned. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Definitely don't want to be putting what looks like blackface on a kid's cartoon show. Not a good idea. Yeah, was that not an episode? Was that just part of the intro where the tentacle destroys the building? Was that not actually part of an episode? Or was that an episode they cut? I just remember it because it was in the intro. I don't remember. One thing I do remember relating to 9/11 and cartoon related stuff. I think Lilo and Stitch, you know, the animated Disney movie, was supposed to have a different scene in it. With, you know, when they like commandeer the big old plane and they're like flying around Hawaii or something. Well, I think originally they were actually flying like through the city and things were getting messed up. But then like 9/11 happened. And I think they had to retcon it, or not retcon it, redo it and change the whole airplane like scene to more rural areas of Hawaii, because obviously a plane flying through a city and causing destruction was not exactly something people wanted to be seeing on TV at the time, or in media at the time. So it was an episode, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe they didn't do anything with it. Maybe it was one of those like, did they release it later or something? Like it didn't air initially because of 9/11, but then like, did they release it later or something like that? Nasty. It was before. Okay, it was before. Gotcha. Well, then I guess maybe it did not have anything to do with maybe I'm just mistaken then, believing it had a correlation or relation to it. Guess not. Almost spilled water all over myself. I was sent it everywhere. Alright, so ba-bam, ba-boom, bada-bing, bada-boom. Go click. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Trying to go. There we go. Alrighty. Bianca is top 10. Okay. Interesting. For a brief second, I thought last time you said that Bianca was incredibly overrated, but yeah, I remember you said Lily. You didn't like Lily, not Bianca. Go into bed soon, but and say, oh, appreciate that, Lilac. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good night. Let's see. The first down call was close enough. Why it was... I want to know the same thing, Alan. I want to know the same thing, because it was like... It was so weird. The two line judges, the one on the top side of the screen, one on the bottom side, they both come running in. The one at the top is like, okay, he got it. The one at the bottom's like, oh no, he didn't get it. But the guy that was at the top was the one that had the clear view of the ball, because when they were showing the stream... the video angles, you very clearly can only see the ball going this way from the top line referee's point of view. So like, why was that the guy who was overwritten and said like, no, that's not the spot? Like, he was the one who would actually be able to see down the line and see the ball, because Josh's face was pointed. I don't know. That was just weird. And then like, even on replay, it looked like it seemed like the ball very clearly got to the line to gain. I don't know. It was weird. That's not one of those calls that I'm going to say like, oh, there's a conspiracy theory to make the Chiefs win. I just think for some reason I just think they get those calls not because there's a conspiracy theory. It's just like they're the team that gets those calls, you know? It's just like how Brady and the Patriots got the, like, I don't think there's a conspiracy theory to have the Chiefs win and just constantly. I just think they're in that weird spot of existence as a sports team where like everything goes their way. In any situation, you know, every bounce of the ball, every, you know, ticky tack, like it just all happens to roll their way. But Roost, why you say that? You don't believe? I think we're gonna get a shiny. I do. I gotta believe. If I don't have any belief, what do I have left? I'll be broken and battered. Meta Knight, top 10 coolest knights ever. I like Meta Knight. I do like Meta Knight. And whatchamacallit, Smash Bros. Brawl. I enjoyed playing a lot of Meta Knight. I thought Meta Knight was very cool. But I mean, subconscious bias definitely might be there a little bit. Certainly might be there a bit. You're probably not wrong, Roost. You're probably not wrong, but I gotta full send it. We gotta make it happen. And full send it we shall. I am doing nothing but streaming Tepig until we get it. 100%. I guess not 100%. We might get to that point, but like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all Tepig. Friday, we'll do a legendary hunt, whether it's the Shiny Gods or Victini. We'll see, might flip-flop, but yeah, we will be dedicating as much time as I possibly can to getting this dang Tepig to shine. Let's see, Galactonite is, I don't know what Galactonite is. I am not aware of that one. Do not know a Galactonite. So everything's going to get traded up. So everything from generations 3 and 4 and the other black and white games, they're all going to end up in black 2, maybe white 2. I haven't decided yet. I've been doing the entire Shiny Living Dex as black 2 for the longest time because I only had a copy of black 2, but now that I also have white 2, that is my preferred game of the two. I like Kyurem white better than Kyurem black, but I was kind of committed to it being a black 2 Shiny Living Dex, so I'll probably keep it as that. It would be better not to full send on section. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm definitely going to throw, like I said, other hunts in on like Fridays, but considering the whole point of this challenge is to do a Shiny Living Dex in black 2, I feel like I have to get, because like, unless I just want to give up on this hunt and move forward to beat the games, like the only way that I can truly complete my Shiny Living Dex is by getting this Tepig. So yeah, I can go shiny hunting in other games in generation 3 and 4 and, you know, whatever few Pokemon from black and white that'll shiny hunt there, but I really just need to be able to get the shiny charm, and I need to be able to Masuda method. So I kind of just want to get this dang pig at all costs. Galactonite is Meta Knight's enemy. Okay. Yeah, I've never played Kirby games, so I don't know anything about Kirby. I just know Meta Knight from Smash Bros. Oh, excuse me. I can just only hope that having 4 games going at... Okay, what? That was a weird alignment there. The white 2s didn't respond, but the black 2s did. I can only hope that by having 4 games and just seeing so many Tepigs just constantly, I gotta get it sooner than later. I've already been at this hunt for 7 months. It's about to be 8. We get to February 9th, it'll be 8 months since I started this hunt, which is ridiculous. Actually, is that correct math? I think it's 8. But then going from February to July, that's not 8. That's not 4, is it? March, April, May, June. No, that'd be 5. Maybe, did I do my math wrong? So 1 month would be August, September, October, November, December. Okay, no, 7 months. 7 months, not 8. Poor math, poor math. Or keeping track of the months. So yeah, we've been at this for about 7 months now. But the first like 5.5 months, I didn't have all 4 games going on. I just had 2. So we're getting a lot more encounters out now than we ever were before. But looking at where we are right now, so we're about to hit, midway point of the stream. We'll go for 2 hours, about to hit the 1 hour mark. We're also about to hit 13,200 encounters. So what's going to happen when we get to the 13,200, which will be, right around the 1 hour left mark? We're going to make a little pit stop. We are going to take a little pit stop. We're going to pause the timer. We're going to put a pause on the shiny hunting because I got a little tier list that we are going to fill out. I say together. I'll be honest, my opinion is going to overrule. Y'all might be able to sway me into a different opinion, but most likely, y'all are just gonna... Sorry, this is not a democracy. I have all the power. We're gonna be tiering some shiny Pokemon. That's something I want to start adding into our shiny hunting streams every once in a while. We'll see if it's a popular enough little segment. We might do it more often than not, but we're going to be rating and giving our opinions on shiny Pokemon. I'm trying to decide if I want to say it right now, or I'm probably going to make a video out of it too. So like whatever we do in the stream here, I'll cut it up and post it as a YouTube video. Alan, I'm already Alan, just you wait. Just you wait. You will see. You'll see. You will see what we got, what I got cooking up there. So we'll get these last 4 right here. If we got a shiny, that'd be absolutely insane. But let's check it out. What do we got? Any shiny Tepigs? That'd be a no. What a shocking surprise right there. We'll go ahead and put you up there, and we will pause our counter right here, right now, because we are going to start rating some shiny Pokemon starters. No better way to start off a rating series. I guess we can call this little series. We're going to be rating the shiny Pokemon starters. So as you can see right here, I have I got to remember to actually operate on the web browser and not in OBS. So make sure my microphone is set up good. I have all the shiny starter Pokemon and all their forms all sorted out here. You'll notice that some Pokemon, like the OGs, the Kanto starters, Johto starters, they have more than one sprites, more than one shinies available for us to rate. That's because the shiny starters did change a bit early on, specifically generations 1 and 2 had different shinies for the most part in generation 2 than they did going forward. So we're rating all the shinies. We got forms, we got megas, we got one Gigantamax up there, I believe. We got regional variants, Ash Greninjas on here, Pikachu and Eevee. They are starters. They are starters in game. Not their evolutions though, because every game that you can get a starter Pikachu or Eevee, they can't evolve. So we're only rating those 2 here. We'll rate the Eevee evolutions at another time. But yeah, and then the good old tiering whatever, I guess the tiers you want to call them. At the very bottom, we have the Goldango tier. It's pretty, I think it might be self-explanatory. This tier is for the shinies that do not change. The Goldango tier is for shinies. It's like, what is the point of them existing? There's no change here. A little bit above that is the why is it green tier. This is, I mean, it's literally in the name. Why is this shiny green? As Alan said, what are we doing here? Green shinies, not a fan of that. Next up, we got Water for Dogs, aka Dog Water. Not a very good shiny. You know, is not green. It has changed. It's just not a good shiny. Then we got the middle tier, middle of the row. I mean, it's all right. It's just baseline. It's not bad. It's not great. It's all right. Our first good tier is going to be, hey, that's pretty good. You know, it's solid shiny. Maybe not amazing, but I like it. Then we got Good Soup. This is for your shinies that bring you back wanting more. It's a good, delicious meal. We enjoy this. And then the cream of the crop, the very top, we have Cap Lifting Mjolnir. This is for the shinies that'll leave you whooping and hollering, standing up, cheering like a madman, because it's just that damn good. Okay, so those are all our tiers. We got all the shiny starters here. I don't know how long this is going to take. I'll try not to take too terribly long to get this going. We'll see, Ryan. We'll see if all green shinies go here or just the bad ones. We will see. I will say that if a Pokemon's a grass type or a bug type and they have a green shiny, they probably won't go there because green just makes sense for grass and bugs. But of course, to start it off, I kind of want Dragonite's a little bit in my way, being able to see. To start it off, we got the OG shiny Bulbasaur down here from Crystal. It's not too terribly much different from a regular Bulbasaur because, I mean, it's just a green body. They do darken the bulb at the top of it going forward. The bulb and the OG one, it's kind of the same shiny as the body. This one, I gotta say, it's all right. This one's just fine. You know, it doesn't change all that much from regular Bulbasaur. I don't like that it's monochromatic. It's all right. You know, Bulbasaur going forward though, Generation 3 and onward, with the darker bulb on top of it, with a little bit of a more crispy green. I think that's pretty good. You know, I think it's not bad. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. You know, it's solid enough shiny. Then we got OG Ivysaur. Really, the only difference between OG Ivysaur and moving forward Ivysaur is the leaves, lighter shade of green instead of dark green. And the bulb on it isn't quite, it's still yellow, you know, they got a little pop of color, but you know what, I'll say that's pretty good. You know, I like it. I like the little yellow bulb on top. I'll say that's pretty good. And I gotta put the other Ivysaur, and that's pretty good as well. I don't know if I'd say they're quite good soup for me, but they're solid. They're solid enough. OG Venusaur. OG Shiny Venusaur. This one's got to feel like I mean, if I put Ivysaur in the pretty good, I got to put Venusaur there. I mean, they're basically the same shiny. It's the same concept. Alan says that Venusaur is good soup. I do like the flower opening up. It is a solid. That's more just Venusaur's design, though. I gotta be honest. I think this one goes, and that's pretty good for me as well. The flower it does pop a little bit more. The flower. I think I'm gonna have to leave that one, and that's pretty good. That's just for me personally. It doesn't blow my mind, you know. It's solid. I don't think it's absolutely out of this world. Mega Venusaur, maybe it's just the 3D models because they don't have the best saturation. They look really lifeless and dead. I think I gotta put it in. It's all right. Again, it might be just the saturation of the 3D models, but something about Mega Venusaur doesn't speak to me quite the same. So we'll go right there. Now moving on to the line that's going to have maybe the most opinions, the most fanboys related to it. We got the Charmander line, the Charizard line, OG Charmander, and moving forward Charmander. I almost didn't even put the two different ones on this list because the only difference is OG Charmander has a gold flame, regular Charmander, like moving forward, gens 3 and onward, has a regular flame with a gold body. That one's a good soup. That is good soup right there. I like the gold flame. I really like it. I think it, I just like it. I like the all gold. I think it looks great. And regular Charmander, even though the flame is not gold, I also think that is good soup. Gold shinies just rock. They just look good. I enjoy gold shinies. And that leads us to the first iteration of Charmeleon's shiny, which is not good. That is water for dogs right there. It's almost Goldengo tier, to be honest. Like, be real in the chat. How many of you probably like thought this was just regular Charmeleon right here? That is shiny Charmeleon. That's not regular. It's almost Goldengo tier. Like, it's barely a change, but it's a change enough that I can't put it down there. But it like, there's no gold. It's just a little kind of orangish red. It's not very good. But regular Charmeleon, you know, moving forward, the gold one, that's good soup as well. Now for Barney Charizard. Charizard with a purple body and yellow wing, or not yellow wings, green wings. Yeah, so I included the Gen 2 shinies in here because they are a bit different from the other shinies going forward. But I think that purple Charizard with green wings, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I like it. I would not have been mad if Charizard kept this shiny for its entire duration, but it went to the iconic black and red. And I feel like such, I mean, it feels too generic. It feels too predictable. It feels too just, you know, on the nose. It's a top tier shiny. I love the color scheme red and black. I know it's basic as hell, but I gotta put Charizard as the first cap lifting Mjolnir. It's too good. Yeah, shiny I really want to get shiny Charizard in Gen 2. I like it shiny there. I think it's cool. But then we got Mega Charizard Y. Now, I almost didn't include this one on the list because it's basically the same thing as regular Charizard, but it is slightly lighter. It is kind of like a gray. It's a grayish with a little bit of a hue, something else. I can't honestly tell what it is. It's not full on black though. The Charizard I do have on screen up here is a bit lighter than Charizard is in the 3. Surprisingly, in 3D, Charizard is darker than this. It is full on black going forward. Whereas Mega Charizard Y is like a grayish. I think it's good soup. It doesn't quite hit the same chord as Black Charizard. All Black Charizard of the shiny. See, the green Megazard is pretty good too. So yeah, that does bring us to our first green shiny of the day. Mega Charizard X. Why is it green? Doesn't matter. That's good soup right there. So Ryan was asking, or someone, I think it was Ryan, all green shinies go there? Not all of them. Sometimes a green shiny does work, and I think Mega Charizard X is an instance of a green shiny that actually works. It looks good. It could be the fact that it's a very, you know, it's a bluish green as the light blue belly and the red wings, but that's a good soup shiny. That one's pretty solid. It's close to cap lifting Mjolnir, to be honest. That is close to being a top tier shiny. I like that one. Then we got OG Squirtle, which really the only difference between regular, like Squirtle moving forward and OG Squirtle is that the belly is green, whereas, you know, moving forward the belly is tan. I think it's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good shiny. I think it's solid. I would like the body to be a little bit different color, but you know, I like the green belly. I think it's pretty good. There's 2 more Squirtles on here because for some reason in generations 4 and 5, Shiny Squirtle gets really dark. Just in gens 4 and 5. Every other generation, it's this light shade of, you know, blue. But for some reason 4 and 5, it gets dark. So the very light, like, you know, popping out blue for this Shiny Squirtle right here, I think that's good soup. I like that Shiny Squirtle. When, you know, Pokemon go from a blue to like a lighter blue, I'm not always the biggest fan of that. I like the colors to really change, but I like that one. I think it looks really good. As for Dark Squirtle though, I gotta be honest, that's just an alright. It's just alright to me. It could be better. It could be worse. Then, honestly, original Wartortle, kind of in the same boat as OG Squirtle. Green belly, the rest of it going forward is tan belly, so I think we'll put it again, and that's pretty good. I enjoy it. I think it looks cool. As for regular, that's for like Shiny Wartortle moving forward, I think that's just alright. It doesn't super speak to me. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I just think it's alright. Now, OG Shiny Blastoise. This Blastoise right here from Generation 2. That's Caplifting Mjolnir right there. That is a good-ass shiny. The gray, I mean, okay, there might be a little bit of a trend, a tendency for me to put the gray kind of black shinies up there at the top, but in combination with the green belly, the green shell, the gray skin, it looks like a tank. It just straight up looks like a tank. And I think that is a terrifically good shiny. I love it. I love it so much. I think it's great. And as for regular Blastoise with the purple, or the pinkish purple skin and the blue, or the green shell, I should say, that one's good soup. I enjoy that one. I think it looks really good. You know, I don't think Blastoise had a drastic drop off in shiny, but I do think the original shiny was a bit better. Now, Gigantamax Blastoise. What are we doing here? Normally, we literally have a tier that is, why is it green? But, why is the shell not green? Why is the shell brown? That is like the one redeeming trait for the green shinies is I like Blastoise's green shell. But it's just brown. Did I say gray earlier? It's just brown. The skin is like the same, it's like a really light, I don't know. This one's honestly water for dogs for me. I don't like that shiny. I don't know why the shell is all of a sudden brown and not green. Take a little water break. All right, OG Pikachu. Back when Pikachu was a little chunky, a little bit of a fat little rat here. It's honestly not that big of a difference. I almost didn't put regular Pikachu or OG Pikachu on here because it's really just a slightly darker shade than traditional Pikachu moving forward. But I like it as a darker shade. I think it looks better. So this Pikachu is good soup, whereas this Pikachu, it's just all right. It's in a weird spot where like it is also very close to being Goldango territory, but when I was pulling all this together, looking at the shiny Pikachu versus regular Pikachu, it's different enough that I'm not putting it in Goldango tier, but it's still not great. It's just an average shiny. It's fine. I like the darker, more orange Pikachu from the OG. And then shiny Eevee is again basically the same shiny, but very dark in the OG Gen 2 sprite right here. I think this one, it's just all right. It kind of just looks like it's, in what, noir film, black and white from way back in the day, not the games, like black and white television. It's fine. It is, I don't know, it might be pretty good actually. I don't know. I think that one's just all right for me. I think I'm going to leave that one in all right. But shiny Eevee moving forward, not quite as dark. It's kind of it's like a grayish brown with the white mane. I think it's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good shiny. Also, I'm not tiering any of these within the tier itself. Like, I'm not saying shiny Bulbasaur is better than all the ones that follow behind it. They're just going in no particular order. We might tier the cap-lifting Mjolnir section just because there'll probably be very few in here, but yeah, the rest of them are just kind of going in there in no particular order. OG Shiny Chikorita and Bayleaf, basically the same shiny between the two. When you have a grass Pokemon where leaves are very prominently a part of its body, and its shiny doesn't look like autumn fall leaves, I feel like it's a missed opportunity. I understand you can't do it for every single shiny out there, but I love the way this Chikorita looks. I think it is good soup. I like that. As for Chikorita moving forward, I think it's just all right. I do kind of like the more golden leaf at the top. Actually, I do like that golden leaf. But the body is like so similar to regular Chikorita. I'm going to put it in pretty good. Actually, I've convinced myself I'm putting it in pretty good. And we'll put, like I said, Bayleaf is basically the same shiny as Chikorita, so we're putting them up there in good soup together. I like the fall kind of rustic colors right there. Bayleaf moving forward though. I love Bayleaf. Bayleaf is my favorite middle stage starter. I know, crazy. I love Bayleaf probably because of the anime, but I think its shiny is just all right. It does have kind of that fall-ish theme. Like, it has the same body color as the OG Bayleaf. The leaves, I guess the leaves are kind of... I feel like I do need to go with my gut and not try and talk myself out of stuff, though. I gotta leave it in all right. I don't like it quite as... Now, looking at that, I kind of want to pull Chikorita back down. Yeah, I'm pulling Chikorita back down. I have talked myself back. They're both just all right. But Meganium, though. Meganium, you are our first victim of the Goldengo. Like, yeah, it's shiny Meganium. I almost said Goldengo, Meganium, combined with Goldengo. Shiny Meganium just really doesn't change all that much. Or am I misremembering? Now I'm trying. Actually, its leaves might be more red. Was that a Goldengo tier? It's a bare change. Like, it doesn't change much. Like, it is very close to being Goldengo. The leaves are red. These are more like pink. The body is a little bit... I don't know. What do y'all think? Should we leave it in Goldengo tier, or is this just a bad shiny? Because I don't like it. It's either water for dogs or it's Goldengo. It might be enough of a change, though, that we just put it in the dog water tier. Goldengo. Yeah, it's really a bare change. Like, it doesn't change all that much, really. We'll leave it in there for now. Maybe we'll revisit. I might change my mind later on, but I will keep it as a Goldengo for now. But that takes us into what might be the best shiny on the entire list. The best line of shinies, I should say. And it is a damn shame we did not keep these shinies going forward. But, you know, if the OG Shiny Cyndaquil line had kept its shinies with the purple mane and the purple black body, we might have never gotten Hisuian Typhlosion here, because basically Hisuian Typhlosion is just OG Shiny Typhlosion. Let's see. Yeah, that's fair, Red. That's fair, Red Fox. Yeah, Meganium is not a great change, so we will leave it in Goldengo tier for sure. But yeah, the entire Cyndaquil line from Generation 2, that's cap-lifting Molnir right there. Like, those are damn good shinies. And it's a shame we didn't get to keep them. I don't hate the Cyndaquil line moving forward, but I gotta be honest, they're all just all right. Basically, the only thing that changes is the body goes from like a blackish blue to like an orangish red, and the underside of the body is basically the same. The fire, no different. They're just fine. Nah, I don't hate them. I don't love them. They're fine. Now, our second victim of the Goldengo tier is Hisuian Typhlosion. It barely changes. The only thing is its body is like the bluish black is like a slightly lighter shade. Even less, this one is straight up Goldengo tier. It does not change. I was very disappointed when I was looking into this and saw this shiny. Oh wow, this is... Okay, this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. OG Totodile. Yeah, I think it's time. We have our first instance of why is it green? Because, like, going forward, yeah, the Totodile line going forward has a little, it's like a tiny bit of green in there, but it's like, it's not even, I wouldn't say a tiny bit of green, it's like a very light blue. Maybe there's the ever so slightest shade of green in there, but like, Totodile going forward, so much better than OG Gen 2 Totodile. It has little purple spikes on the back, which is nice, but like, the majority of its body is just green. I don't really like that. So, we got our first, why is it green? Now, Totodile moving forward. That's actually tough. Is this a cap lifting Mjolnir? Is this the top tier, or is it just really good soup? I do like the shiny Totodile line moving forward. I think it is a really good looking shiny. I think I gotta go with, I think it is a top tier shiny. I think these shinies are top tier. I think they look really good. I love their color schemes. I think it's great. We'll throw them up there. And I think Croconaw. The purple spikes do tempt me a little bit to not just throw it in the why is it green tier. It's not as green as Totodile, like it's a bit more blue. So I think this one might just be, I might just call this one all right. I don't hate it. Like, it does enough that I'm not, like, just purely thrown off by the green, so... I think I'll say the same thing for Feraligatr, too. I think they're fine. Let's see, with that, we will move on to Generation 3. And the Trico line... Oh, I don't want to be too, I don't want to be too liberal with the cap-lifting Mjolnir tier, but damn... The shiny Trico line is really freaking good. These shinies are damn good. I think I gotta do it. I think I gotta do it. They are really good shinies. Like, they're grass types, so staying a little bit green. They almost have the same exact color as the Totodile line. Like, it's very similar. I like the red accents. I think those are just really good shinies. Like, those are damn good shinies. Wow, the cap lifting Mjolnir tier expanded a lot more than I thought it would. I really thought I'd be more more selective with what I throw up there. You think that the red is perfect with green? Yep, I agree. Yeah, I really like the shiny Trico line. I do. I think it looks really good. I think those look great. Oh, and I guess Mega Sceptile. Yeah, we gotta throw it there too. It's the same thing. So that is also a great shiny. Now you say that Torchic has to be S tier. It's definitely the best shiny of the evolutionary line. Gotta be honest, the rest of them are not. I'm just going to go ahead and throw this one out there. Combuskin, Goldango tier. Combuskin, like, it barely changes. Like, it's so hard to tell shiny versus regular Combuskin. Torchic, though, I think personally for me, Torchic is good soup. It's a good shiny. I do like the color inversion. Chelsea, what up, what up? How's it going? Welcome to our little diversion into shiny tier listing. We will get back to the actual shiny hunting here in a minute. That's what you were jumping in here for. Blaziken. Blaziken's really close to Goldango as well. Like, Blaziken is dark enough that, like, I think you can tell that's the shiny versus the regular. I don't know. It is really tough. Like, this might also be a Goldango tier. This one's... I think if I throw Combuskin down here, I feel like I gotta throw Blaziken in here as well. It's just not... I don't love it. It's too similar to the OG. Now, Mega Blaziken has a bit of a golden sparkle to it. The orange is, yeah, I think that's pretty good. PNS Rev is pretty much the same, yeah. Green Shiny line, first Shiny and Soul Silver, very nice, very nice. Yeah, that is a great Shiny lineup there. But yeah, we're gonna have to throw Blaziken in the Goldango tier. It's just, it doesn't change. It's kind of disappointing. What's not disappointing though, the Mudkip line. This is a great line. This is a terrific line. But I think it's just a good soup line. I feel like I can't go too crazy with the cap lifting Molnir with the S tier. Like, I love me. Mudkip is my favorite starter. I love the line. It's a great shiny, but I don't think it is quite the like epitome of shiny. Like, it is really good. I don't know if I can put it at the very top though. Like, if I were to tier the good soup, I think the Mudkip line would be at the very top. Like, I think these are as good as it can get without being like just the top of the, you know, the very best. And then that'll lead us into the Turtwig line. I'm just going to go ahead and jump to this one. That's another Goldango. Why? Like, just Torterra barely changes. That's another Goldango right there. There's another Goldango. That one is easy to throw in there. As for Turtwig and Grottle, didn't mean to do that. I gotta be honest, despite them being grass types, I kind of want to throw them in the Why Is It Green tier. Even though they're grass types and being green should work for them, I'm kind of not feeling the green. It's not working for me. I kind of feel like they deserve to go in the Why Is It Green tier, even though they're a grass type. And I'm gonna do it. Something about them, I don't like the green. I don't like the way it works on them. It doesn't vibe with me. Now for the monkey, the monkeys. I think this is another good soup line. I think these are really good shinies. Infernape does flirt with the Goldango tier, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's dark enough, it is pink enough, like, or vibrantly red, whatever you want to call the color. You can tell it's a shiny, but like, it does kind of flirt with the Goldango tier with the rest of its body. I do think that's a good soup line. I do like those shinies. Now for regular for Piplup and Primplup. Oh man. Piplup line is Goldango. I don't know if I'd go with Goldango for the Piplup line. Like, I can definitely tell that the shiny, like, these are different colors. Like, I don't think they fall into the Goldango line. I think they're all right. I don't think they're great. Whole line dog water, really? I don't mind. Like, I don't love them. I think they're fine. Empoleon, I'm flirting with kind of like pretty good. But I think that one might just be a bias because I like Empoleon's design, and the shiny is not what's speaking to me here. I think I will just go all right. I think they're just middle of the road fine. I don't love them. I don't hate them. Snivy line though, definitely Snivy. You're in the Goldango tier. You look no different. Servine, you're not in the Goldango tier. I can tell you're a shiny, but you're not a good shiny. Same with Serperior. Serperior might is close, but I think those are both dog water. They're not very good shinies in my opinion. I can tell they change. I don't like the changes though. Now it's time. It's time for the boy, the one that we are hunting for today, the Tepig line. I feel like I need to be nice to it. I feel like I don't need to, Serperior is perfect. I don't know. I can't. I don't like the Serperior shiny. I don't like it. I think Tepig as a shiny, it's all right. I gotta be honest. I know we're hunting for it. We've been at it for 7 months. I should probably be nicer to it. I don't like it. I wouldn't say I don't like it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think it's perfectly fine. I think it's just middle of the road. I think Pignite is pretty good. I think Pignite looks good. I like the little purple swirl, purple blue that it has on the tuxedo, whatever you want to call it, the unitard, leotard, I don't know what you call that thing, that wrestlers like wear. Shiny Emboar, the entire reason that Tepig was the first shiny we were hunting for a Black 2 Shiny Living Dex, that is, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm putting it up there already. That's the best shiny. Bar none, hands down. I think did I say that about Blastoise? I might have. I don't remember. No, it's Emboar. It is the best shiny on this list. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? It's the best shiny we have here. What do we got next? Oshawott, another Goldango. You barely change. Duwat, you're close. Honestly, the whole line's close. It's definitely Oshawott. You don't barely change whatsoever. Duwat, again, am I falling for the design? I like Duwat's design. It does, like, I can tell it's shiny though because of the purple. I'm gonna actually go with all right for this one. I don't think it's the worst. That one is just all right. Samurott. This one's tough because, like, I can tell it's shiny, but it is still so close to the original. He do has nice purple shorts. That is true. Nice purple shorts. I don't think it's Goldango, but I don't like it. So that one is going into the water for dogs. Not a fan. Now, Hisuian Samurott. I think that's pretty good. I like Hisuian Samurott. I think it's pretty good. It's not quite good soup. It's pretty good. Chespin. Actually, I think Chespin's also in the pretty good tier. I like Chespin's changes. I like the brown on it. I think it looks cool. Adjust the glasses real quick. How many more water? Tiny bit. Quilladin. Same thing. I know people's stance on Quilladin as a Pokemon. I think the shiny's pretty good. Chestnut. It's another one that's really close to Goldango, but I don't think it's quite there, so I'm going to put it in dog water. Ooh, stretch the neck out real quick for a second. Finnegan. I don't know where my brain went right there, but Finnegan line. I know how people feel about the Finnegan line. I know how people feel about Delphox. These are damn good shinies. I think Finnegan is a good soup shiny. I think Braixen. Oh, I gotta scroll up and hold. I think Braixen and Delphox are top tier. I think Finnegan. Actually, you know what? They're all top tier. Who am I kidding? I like the fact that Finnegan is gray. Braixen is purple. Delphox is a combination of both. I like the flow into the shiny line. I think they look great. I love that shiny. Looks good. All the shinies, not just one in particular. They're all great. Froakie and Frogadier. Man, this might be controversial. I know people love this line. I think these two shinies, they're all right. They're different enough. They're obviously not Goldango tier. I don't think they're horrible. I don't think they're great. I think they're fine. Greninja though, there's no there's no height in this one. That's a top tier shiny. Is same reason that Charizard's up here. Black and red is a damn good shiny. I think Greninja actually does it better. I like Greninja. It looks great. Ash Greninja is on here because it is actually slightly different. Y'all might not be able to see it the best on the screen, but Ash Greninja is more of a, like, honestly, I can't even see it that well. I know there's a difference when I was looking at them. Regular Greninja is a lot more dark. You know, it is straight up, it's like jet black. Ash Greninja is like a bluish gray. Like, it's not quite the same as regular Greninja. And honestly, I don't like the change. It's good soup, but it's not top tier like regular Greninja. Also, the tongue not being bright red is now like pink. I don't like that. In fact, now that I look at it, I kind of want to drop it down to pretty good. I'll leave it in good soup though, because it might be Greninja's design swaying me, but it's fine. It's good. It's good soup. The Rowlet line. The Rowlet line. This one's tough, but I think these two are good soup. I like those shinies. Those are pretty good. Decidueye, that's another top tier. Decidueye shiny is really nice. Is it because red and black is in there prominently? Yeah, probably. I do like the hood, you know, being green still. I think that's a great shiny. I think it looks really good. But Hisuian Decidueye, you know, in theory, it's cool that it has just the colors of regular Decidueye as it's shiny. But in terms of it, like, if you didn't know that, if you didn't know regular Decidueye existed, I think it's an alright shiny. I think it's fine. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I think it's alright. You know, looking at the tier, the list so far, I'm actually surprised that we're top heavy. I kind of thought I would have more Pokemon down in the bottom tiers and that we'd be more sparse. I don't know why I thought that. There's just good shinies around here. Oh well. Litten and Torracat and Incineroar. I think these ones are tough actually. Yeah, I'm not a yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I'm not a big fan of the Litten line either. Yeah, I think these are bad. I don't know why. I just, yeah, looking at them more, especially Incineroar. If I had a tier below the dog water tier, I think I would put Incineroar there. I really don't like shiny Incineroar. Litten and Torracat, not great. Incineroar, honestly, is kind of worse. Yeah, I'm not vibing with those. Poplio, Goldango line right there. That, I mean, what's the difference? You look the exact same. It's hard to separate not liking Pokemon versus not. See, okay, so for me, I like Incineroar. That's the thing. I know so many people hate Incineroar. People hate it as a competitive Pokemon. People hate the design. I like the Litten line. That's my favorite starter line from Alola. But I don't like the shiny. I hate it. I don't think it looks good. Is it because they take the red and black and change it? Maybe. Maybe that's why I don't like it. Brion, dog water. It changes enough. It's not a Goldango, but I don't like it. But I agree with Alan. I think what's the Primarina? I blanked on the name for a second. That is a good soup shiny. I like the yellow hair. The yellow hair I think sells it for me. If it wasn't for the yellow hair, I think it would still be, oh no, the yellow hair really does tie it together. It does. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, I gotta just, now that I'm thinking about it for myself, not just reading the comment, I'm actually gonna drop that one down to pretty good. The rest of the body is fine. The yellow hair does sell it for me as a good shiny, but like, I'm actually gonna say it's pretty good. I like it. I don't know if I'd say it's good soup. Grookey line. Y'all aren't, why is it green? But like, I don't like the green that you are, if that makes any sense. Like, I forgive you for staying green. You don't get relegated to the why is it green, but like, I don't like the green that was chosen. I don't know if that makes any sense. Scorbunny is a pretty good shiny. I like Scorbunny. I think that is pretty good. Reboot is a good soup shiny. That is a very solid shiny. I feel like there's a way they could have like slightly done something else and it would have been a cap lifting Mjolnir shiny, but it's still a good soup shiny. And I think I would actually not say the same for Cinderace. I think Cinderace is also pretty good with Scorbunny. I think Reboot looks the best out of all of them. I like that one more. I like that one more as good soup. And then we are almost through. We got Sobble line going into Generation 9, the last ones. I think Sobble and... Actually, no. No, they're not alright. Actually, I do like them. I think Sobble and Drizzile are pretty good. I think that Inteleon is a top tier shiny. I think Shiny Inteleon is wonderful. I don't really like Inteleon as a Pokemon. I think it is a great shiny. And I have a shiny gold Pokemon card of Inteleon. It's beautiful. I like the shiny. I think it looks great. I have never really evaluated the Gen 9 shinies ever. I never really thought about them until now. And I gotta say, I'm not feeling any of them. Looking at the entire lot right here, all 9 of these. Sprigatito, you are a Goldango. Are you even shiny? I don't know. I'm questioning if I actually put the shiny in the tier list or not. Honestly, same with Florigato. Are you shiny? I'm not sure. Simply because of the flower on Meowscarada, I can tell you're a shiny. Again, I gotta separate the design from the shiny, because I do like Meowscarada's design. Even though Sprigatito and Florigato fall into the Goldango tier, I actually think that Meowscarada is alright. I don't love it. I don't hate it, though, is the thing. I think it's alright. I don't know why that one in specific. The other two, definitely Goldango. Meowscarada, I think I can give a pass for some reason. Can't pinpoint it. I just feel it. Fuecoco, I can tell that you are different, but I don't like it. Same with Crocalor. I don't think y'all are very good shinies. I don't like the colors. Skeledirge, I forgot. I legit almost called this thing Torch Song. I almost said Torch Song here. Skeledirge. I think it's pretty good shiny. I think it's a little bit outside of, it's honestly barely outside of the alright tier. Like, it is probably at the very end of the pretty good. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it there. Quaxley, I can tell that you're different. You know, the blue on top is very minty compared to the blue normally, which is very watery. I don't know. I think Shiny Quaxley is alright. I think that is alright. Oh, I don't like... This one might purely be because I don't like Quaxwell as a Pokemon. I think its design is... It might actually be my least favorite over Fione. Or Brion, I should say. Fione. Brion. I don't... Oh. That's tough. Because it's basically the same shiny as Quaxley. So it feels weird not putting them in the same tier. But I feel like I just have to put Quaxwell in dog water. I don't like it. And then honestly, Quavel, you were very close to being Goldango tier. You were very close. But I'm still gonna give you... Oh, I don't know where to put you. Are you alright or are you bad? I think you're alright. Yeah, okay. I'm going to stick with that. That is where we are. Is there any way I can get this on screen better? It's kind of long, but I guess this is our finalized tier list right here. For all the shiny starter Pokemon, we got, the bottom tier. These guys just barely change. I do not, y'all can't see my mouse. I'm like hovering over it. Bottom tier barely changes. These three, actually surprisingly, didn't have more Wyzet Green. Surprisingly, threw 2 grass types in the Wyzet Green. Yeah, all these, water for dogs, not very good shinies. All of you, y'all are just alright. And I think that's fine. I'm fine keeping y'all there. Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah. I'm cool with that. I'm cool y'all being in pretty good. Same with Good Soup. The Mudkip line is like, that's the one I struggle with the most. Like, I almost want to put it in Caplifting Molnir. I gotta leave as a Good Soup though. I don't know why. I love the line. It's my favorite, but yeah, I don't think it's cream of the crop. I just think it's very good. Now for the very tippy top, the best shinies on the list. I said Embor is the best shiny, and I stand by that. We're gonna leave that there. The second best shiny we have up here. I am going to order these just because it's the top tier. I think the second best shiny up here is Greninja. I really like Shiny Greninja. I think you are second place. I then... Ooh, what do I put in third? I gotta be honest, I think... this feels crazy. I think Inteleon is the third best shiny up here. I really like Shiny Inteleon. I think it looks really good. After that... I think I'm going to go with OG Blastoise. I like OG Blastoise. I'm going to put you at number 4. I am then going to put the entire Cyndaquil line, basically the entire Cyndaquil line, they're basically the same shiny, so Charizard X too high. I think it's Good Soup. I think it's a Good Soup shiny. I think that's fine being up there. I like it. So yeah, basically the Cyndaquil line is all together for 5th place. Same with the Feraligatr, the Totodile line. I think y'all are a good 6th place right here. I will put Shiny Charizard here at 7th. I think I'm good leaving the Trico line here where they are. I'll put Decidueye. I do like Shiny Decidueye. I'll put you there, and then yeah, I like the Shiny Finnegan line, but I do think of the entire S tier, y'all probably the weakest. I almost did put y'all, or at least Finnegan, in Good Soup, so I think that's fair. I think that'll be my definitive. These are like the best shinies for starters, in my opinion. They're at the top. Yeah, I don't really know where to go from here, other than just go back to the shiny hunting, I guess. So, I guess, what do y'all think? Any opinions? Any outrage? Doesn't seem to be. No one's really thrown out too many objections. So, I guess it's decently acceptable. And also, this is publicly shared. So if you want to go tier these yourself, you want to, you know, some of it's questionable. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, everyone has different opinions. That's fair. I feel that. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do your own, I think I've honestly never really used this website before, so I can't say for certain. But I think if you just Google, or not Google, look up on tiermaker.com, Shiny Starter Pokemon, I think you should be able to do this yourself. So it is available for anyone who wants to do it. And yeah, we will send you away and we'll jump back into shiny hunting for Tepig. We will get back on it. Other than Superior need to be higher. Mudkip line should be higher. Okay. That's fair on Mudkip. Mudkip was tough for me not to put higher, but I just felt like I could not do it for some reason. Superior though, I can't agree. I don't like Shiny Superior. I don't think it looks very good. But we are going to move past all that. We're going to move on. We're going to move back to our Tepig hunt. Well, I might take a little break. I'm getting a little tired here. Ooh, that took a lot longer than I thought. To be honest, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. Because now we're going to be looking at like a 3-hour stream. And I was thinking like 2 at the most. Well, I think for just a brief second. I'm gonna go grab some more water. I'm just gonna stretch. I'll be right back in like, I don't know, 30 seconds. I won't be gone very long. All right, I am back, and also instead of sitting down, I think I'm going to try and stand. Oh, I forgot to close my door. I need to do that real quick. I'm going to try and stand the rest of the stream, at least most of the rest of the stream. Do a little adjusted here, bring you back up. Ever so slowly, just moving on up. There we go. All right, go down a little bit. I need to close my door. There we go. All right, so just before we actually get going, I'm going to try there. Okay. We're going to get back to it. Actually, sorry. I'm just really delaying. I need to clean my glasses real quick. I'm delaying the inevitable defeat of not getting the Shiny Tepig. Can't think of it. I can't think that way. Cannot think that way. We are going to get it. We're going to get it. All right. So start the timer back up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we are back at it. Reset, get going here. Got 1 hour. Presumably, you know, if we hit the light goal, we will increase to an hour, 15 minutes, an hour 18 really, but we do hit that light goal of 15. We'll add another 15 minutes onto the stream, another 15-minute chance to grab the Shiny Tepig. I almost said Mudkip, thinking about the tier list we just did. The Tepig. But for the next tier list that we do, what do y'all think the shiny should be? Starters were an easy first choice, but going forward, you know, the world's kind of our oyster. We can do legendaries. Actually, there are a lot of legendaries. That might be too much. That the starters already, yeah, it'll be a lot more than just the starters. There are a lot of legendaries. Might have to split those up into like legendaries from gens 1 to 4, and then legendaries from like 5 onward. Do legendaries. We could do we could do pseudos. We can do pseudo legendaries. Be a little bit of a shorter one, but we could do pseudos. I was definitely thinking about doing typed themed ones, but there are a lot of Pokemon of certain types. Now, obviously, if we were to do like a fire type tier list, I wouldn't include the starters on there because we've already done all the fire type starters now. So I would 1 second, what was that? I'm sorry, checking a phone notification real quick. Check what that was. Oh, that was probably okay. That's what that was. Got it. Okay. All right, we all good. Yeah, I was definitely planning on doing type themed tier lists, but some of them might have to be broken up, or we might have to wait until we do more specific categories before jumping into some of them. Because there's what? How many? There's like 150 water type Pokemon. It would take me 4 hours to tier all those. So I might have to do some more little subgroups before we jump into the big ol' overall type tiers. Yes, to make I could do like mythicals as their own little video because there's not a whole ton of mythicals. And do a tier list from the mythicals. Legends might have to be broken up into like box art legends and then like trios, random other legends. I don't know. I always do what are other like categories of Pokemon? Like I said, I could do pseudos. There's enough pseudo legendaries that we can work with there. Let's see, where were we before we started doing the tier list? Do we have any topics going on? Were we discussing anything before I detoured us? Can't remember. We definitely had, we were talking about football a little bit, talking about the Bills-Chiefs game. Don't remember. That tier list did take me, what, like an hour almost? Because we stopped with an hour left after going for... Yeah, that tier list almost took an hour. Wow. That was a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Let's see. Then we got what do I got on the mind? Anything on the agenda? What we really need is some freaking news on Legends ZA. That is what we need. We need something to speculate about. We need something to talk about. You know, they need to give us a little extra tease, get us excited a bit more. So I have some buzz going around the Pokemon community. Buzz other than the fact that like Pokemon cards are being ridiculous right now, or people I should say are being ridiculous about Pokemon cards. We need some better news other than, oh, I just realized, is this screen down there? No, I think I was imagining things. Yeah, we need some news other than like, oh, people are getting in fights at Costco over Pokemon cards. The new Pokemon card set is being sold online for 7 times the retail value, and the freaking Umbreon, god damn. Back to the Pit Fly, what up, what up? Yeah, we are back. Tepig's a drug I can't quit. I need my Shiny Tepig. I need it now. I just cannot wait any longer. Clearly I'm going to have to, because Tepig does not want to shine for me, but I'm going to brute force it. I will make it happen. We will get this pig. Yeah, I haven't really tried to go out and get the new Pokemon card set. Like, I've gone to stores and like looked at the card sections just to see if, you know, some kind of miracle happened and something was left there. It is just barren. Well, I wouldn't say it's barren. The card aisle has plenty of Lorcana and sports cards left. Those are abundant. Pokemon cards, not so much. You hit 4,800 last night? Well, I don't know whether to say congrats or I'm sorry. The thing with shiny hunts is like, the longer it gets, like, there's no real congratulations. It's like, ah, damn, that sucks. But hey, you still got well over 3K until you hit odds, so plenty of time for that Snivy to show up. And then the fact that they threw freaking God packs into the new set. You know, English Pokemon hadn't done God packs ever. It's been a thing for special sets in Japanese over the years, but English had never done it. And now they're like, you know what? You want to pull every single evolution, alt art, or SIR, whatever they call them now, in one pack. Let's go for it. I'm sure that won't cause people to go absolutely batshit crazy, because all these cards together are like $4,000. Like, that's just wild. You pull a God pack, you basically won a mini lottery. I mean, you can look at it that way for Pokemon cards in a lot of ways, but so for like you pulling a God pack, that's just insane. Considering how much those cards are going for. And it's like one of those dilemmas where if I actually managed to do that, which I never would, I don't have that kind of luck, but I actually pulled that God pack, it'd be so tempting to just sell the cards. Because it's like, yeah, okay, the thrill of pulling the God pack would be insane. You never would really recreate that again. Having the cards to remember it by would be awesome, but a few $1,000s is kind of nice. I feel you there, Fly. I feel you there. I'm ready. I'm ready to play these games. I'm ready to play. Oh, I certainly hope it's the pig, because I can't even get my hands on the cards to try and get a God pack, so I hope it's the pig. If Tepig takes long enough for me to actually find prismatic evolution packs and somehow get a god pack, and then shoot. Tepig truly despises me. Boom. It's just like, how much longer can this hunt go on for, really? I know the answer is like, oh, this hunt could go on for 20,000 more encounters, but like, could it not? Emily, what was that? Emily and I have noticed over the years that a lot of times it feels like you just complain enough, put the put the complaints out there into the universe, and you know the universe will be like, "Hey, shut up! I'm tired of you complaining." Fine, here. So maybe I just need to keep bitching about the shiny Tepig and get tired. Take pity on me. Oh man, itchy eye, goodness. Man. Okay, come on. Hair stuck on my microphone, did not want to move. Yeah, I did not anticipate that tier list to take so long to make. I was expecting to be well done, if not close to being done with the stream by now. I did not expect that tier list to take a whole hour. I thought that'd be a fun little like 20-minute thing. But I guess there are, what? There's 9 generations, 3 starters apiece, so that's 27. But then well, actually, no, that's 9 starters a game, so that's 81 at least across 9 generations. And there's like all the extra forms, and I did extra shinies for some of them, so probably close to 100 Pokemon actually that were done. 100 shinies, I should say. I guess it makes sense that it took a long time. See how much longer I can keep fighting though. Keep awake. I didn't get the most sleep last night. We got home late. Coming home from out of town, so running on a little bit less sleep than I would like. Probably be the case tomorrow too, to be honest. With having to wake up for work, definitely not going to be getting to sleep anytime soon. But those are the sacrifices we make to get a yellow pig. This is what we do around here. Okay, what's going on? My 1DS over there doesn't want to react quite the same as the others. Eternal Tower. Must be like a mystery dungeon thing or something. I don't recognize Eternal Tower from anything. One day I'll play some of those side games. We might play them. I'd like to play them, you know, on stream on the channel. Play a lot of the Pokemon side games for the first time ever. It's just the one, the one thing about doing the Shiny Living Dex is that, like, since I'm only shiny hunting on stream, I feel like I can't stream anything other than the shiny hunting, or else it's just like I'm gonna be here working on the Shiny Living Dex until I die. And it feels like I just gotta devote my entire effort to getting this done. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. I do enjoy this. Shiny hunting is a very, it's a fun little thing to do. A lot more fun when the freaking things shine, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I feel you there. I feel you there. Capturing the gameplay is tough. But I mean, if you're just trying to, like, if you don't mind using emulators and stuff like that, you could always just use OBS to record your screen, record the emulator, and play in that regard. If you're wanting to play on physical consoles, yeah, recording the screen is tough. Tough little conundrum to work around. But hey, it breeds creativity, you know, having to work with what you got and figure out what you can do. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, having to work around little speed bumps and figure out how to make things go the way you want. It's a fun little process. It's fun to get creative and figure out solutions to your problems in unconventional ways. One thing with this Tepig, now, I mean, I feel like I react decently well, you know, decently excitable for most shinies, you know, the few full-out shinies we've gotten. It's this Tepig's gonna be tough, because if I do finally get it and it's late at night, like it is right now, and, you know, Emily and my dogs are asleep, it's gonna be hard to control myself and not just let out the freaking blood-curdling screech when this Tepig decides to shine. My dogs are probably gonna freak out like, oh my god, someone's killing Dad. Is Dad okay? Or maybe I won't even say anything. Because I never really know how I'll react to the shinies. Like, I might go crazy over the top. I might just be so fed up with it that I'm just like, I just drop my head and shake it and I'm just like, about damn time. National Park has such a nice theme. So whimsical. It's a nice little piano. Very enjoyable. Much good, much good. Do you know what the rarest Pokemon in these games are? In Black 2, White 2, the rarest Pokemon. I mean, it's got to be the, like, any Pokemon that is a 1% encounter in a Hidden Grotto. That's got to be the rarest Pokemon in the game. What that is specifically, I don't really know. I'm sure there's a number of... You know, the patience you only go for that's fair. That's fair. Although the Hidden Grottos in these games, getting the 1% Pokemon encounter from a Hidden Grotto in these games, it might be rarer than getting a shiny, to be honest. Or it's very close. Like, it is... Getting those Pokemon is not normal. They're tough. I mean, if you go that far, then I would say a shiny Pokemon with Pokerus is the rarest Pokemon in the game. In fact, I would say a Pokemon that's a 1% encounter that then is shiny with Pokerus would be the rarest thing in the game. So... yeah. Pokemon like that are insanely rare in Hidden Grottos. I'll never forget. I think I've told this on stream before. I was doing a... You can one-up it. I was doing a Pokemon White 2, you know, hardcore Nuzlocke, but I was doing it with all normal Pokemon, only normal type moves. So it's a mono-normal Pokemon, or mono-normal run, but I was also restricted to only normal type moves. The route that's above Mistralton City, you know, where Skyla's gym is, there's a Hidden Grotto in this game that can contain I think it's a 1% Zangoose. And Zangoose, I wanted Zangoose's hidden ability, which is a poison toxic boost, or yeah, I think it's called toxic boost. But obviously, you know, in like the regular Zangoose in the grass out there, they don't have toxic boost. What do they have? Immunity or something? Not nearly as good. But I couldn't actually spend the time every run to try and actually hunt down a Zangoose in the Hidden Grotto. So, you know, I was just like, I'll catch a Zangoose outside the Hidden Grotto and I'll just give it toxic boost and be like, oh, that's my encounter from the Hidden Grotto. Because, like, at the end of the day, the hardcore Nuzlocke was not about the tedium of, you know, trying to force the encounter. Because I could sit there and run back and forth and regenerate that Hidden Grotto over and over and over again for weeks on end until I got or months on end, who knows, till I got the Zangoose. But every time I got to that route, I would check the Hidden Grotto anyways, just be like, oh, let's see if there's anything in there. And there never was. But on the 4th or 5th attempt of the run, I went in there and there was actually a frickin' Zangoose. I about fell out of my chair. I was like, how? And like, there's actually a Zangoose in this Hidden Grotto. Insane. So I was able, for that run, I was able to actually legitimately catch a Hidden Grotto Zangoose with toxic boost. And like, and of course, you know, my luck, that run was not the one that won the entire thing. It was the next run. So the run where I got super lucky was not actually not the winning one, but hey, it was still cool. 1% Pokemon inside Hidden Grotto. So I don't think that Pokemon in Hidden Grottos can be shiny. I don't know if they can have Pokerust. That one I don't know, but I don't think the Pokemon in Hidden Grottos can be shiny. I also don't know if Pokemon in Hidden Grottos are affected by weather or time of day. I could be wrong, but I don't think. I think they're just kind of a blanket encounter throughout the day. That's a possibility. I'd have to look into it. I think we were talking about it. I think Roost was in the chat one time talking about it and confirmed that Hidden Grottos can't have shinies in them. But yeah, 1% encounter that spawns at a certain time of day or in like a... Well, does Black 2, White 2 have any Pokemon that spawn specifically in different weather patterns? I'm trying to think of any Pokemon that would actually do that in these games. Only spawn during like the rain or snow. Do those actually exist? I think I might go to sit. Excuse me. Go back to sitting down. Syndrome back down. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever Spider can. How low I take it? I think right there is good. I had a guidebook for Platinum as a kid, and it said that there was level 100. Oh yeah, that yeah. The level 100 Magikarp is insanely rare. I would know because I've tried shiny hunting for it on this channel. I think I only did the stream twice. It is something we have in the back pocket to do every once in a while. But yeah, I was looking into it. It's, again, I thought it was a 1 in 100 chance. I was like, oh, shiny, level 100 Magikarp in that lake. It's probably, a 1 in 100 chance. It's a little rare, but you find it, and then using the cute charm glitch, you'll get a shiny, probably not too terrible. It won't take that long. But yeah, no, I looked into it more and was like, oh, no, level 100 Magikarp in that lake. The best shiny odds you can get for it is with the cute charm glitch, making it a 1 in 50,000 chance. If you genuinely tried to shiny hunt for the level 100 shiny Magikarp, like level 100 Magikarp in that game, I think it's like a 1 in what, like 1.9 million chance or something like that, or it's like something crazy. Yeah, it's like what, Vital Spirit, is Pressure one of them? But yeah, there's certain abilities that'll increase your chances of encountering it, which is good and dandy if you just want to, encounter it to get it. But when you have those abilities up front to make it easier to encounter, you then don't have Cute Charm, which means your shiny odds are still the base 1 in 8,192. So like, doing the math, it's still the best odds of getting a shiny level 100 Magikarp in there is with the Cute Charm glitch and not using like Pressure or Vital Spirit or anything like that. Because it's still rarer to get a shiny Magikarp with the 1 in 200 chance of fishing it up. I did all the math on it. I wanted to. I was like, what's the best possible odds I can get to fish up this level 100 Magikarp as a shiny? 1 in 50k. That's the best odds. Come on. What's the Cute Charm glitch? Hold on a second. So the Cute Charm glitch is a glitch in the Generation 4 games. So Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. There's a glitch in the game where when your trainer ID and your secret trainer ID are incredibly close in value. Like, you see your trainer ID on your trainer card. Obviously, it doesn't work in these games, but, using these games as an example. Where's my trainer ID? Oh, is it? I don't think I can see it. Oh, well. Yeah, when your trainer ID and your secret trainer ID are like extremely close in value, like they're basically the same number. They're only off by a few digits. And then the Pokemon at the front of your party has the ability Cute Charm. This is like an oversimplification, but if the Pokemon at the front of your party has the ability Cute Charm, there's a roughly 1 in 5 chance of a Pokemon you encounter being a shiny if that Pokemon can be either male or female. So if you have, you know, your trainer ID, your secret trainer ID, if they are really close in value to each other, you have a Q-Charm Pokemon at the beginning of your party, and then you run into an Arbok in the wild. Since Arbok can be male or female, there's a 20% chance that that Arbok ends up being shiny. Now, if you run into a Miltank can only be female, so Q-Charm Glitch doesn't work on Miltank. Same with, like, you know, Pokemon like Rayquaza that doesn't have a gender, Q-Charm Glitch doesn't work on Rayquaza. So the only way to use the Q-Charm glitches on Pokemon that can be male or female. And they actually have to be encounterable. You know, if it's a gift Pokemon, then that doesn't work on the gift Pokemon. If it's a like an in-game trade Pokemon, which I don't think in-game trade Pokemon can be shiny anyways. But yeah, and you can set it up. Like I said, I was kind of oversimplifying it. It's a little deeper than what I said. Specifically with like the gender of your lead Pokemon with a Q-Charm, you know, it affects stuff. But there's you can just soft reset for the, you know, the proper trainer IDs. It's like a 1 in 20,000 chance, I think I heard, of your trainer IDs actually aligning to make the Q-Charm glitch work. So obviously it's not the super advisable method. I did RNG manipulation. So like Fly said there's a way to know how the games work and how the RNG, the seeding of the games work, and to kind of force the game to give you the trainer ID and secret trainer ID that you want. Without hacking the game. There's no hacks. It's purely timing. It's just knowing what buttons to press when. Shoot, I think the first time I tried to set up the Q-Charm glitch, I think it took me 5 hours. And then the second and third time took me like 2 hours both times. I'm not great at it. I'm not great at timing stuff. Like me and like timed accuracy don't get along, so it is not super easy for me to set up. Also, I have to follow a guide every single time. Like I do not remember the steps thoroughly enough to just do it without the guide. Someone on YouTube showing me. But it is pretty dang cool once you get it active and working. Excuse me. Yeah, I just couldn't quite get the timing. Oh, goodness. Shoulder right there really needed to throw out a good pop. One day I really need to get us back into Platinum doing some Q-Charm hunts, because that counter up there has not increased in a good minute. It's been at least, what, probably 3 months now since I last did the, yeah, because October 31st, Halloween, was the last time I did any Q-Charm glitch hunts, and we have not touched it since, so I kind of would like to get that number up to like 100 or something, you know, make it look like we've made, I mean, 58 out of 649. It's like there's a bit of a chunk there. It's not nothing, but one day I just need to commit to going through and catching a whole bunch of stuff. Get us on our way to completing this Shiny Living Dex better. My back needs to pop. Come on. I can feel it. Just gotta get... Oh, there we go. Yep, there it was. Just kind of had to get under it, figure out where it was, lift up and push back. There it goes. Oh, so much better. But we have less than 30 minutes remaining to get this Shiny Tepig right here for the stream. That is, of course, unless... check it out right now. We get one more like on the stream. We're currently at 14. If we get up to 15 likes, we will continue on for another 15 minutes. I will extend the stream a little bit longer. Give us another fighting chance to get this Tepig to shine. It says 16. Let's see. It says 15 over here on YouTube Studio, but yeah, well, it says 15 now, so I mean that works. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. 15, 16. It says okay, we're there. So I will add another 15 minutes to the stream. Once this timer goes up, we will put another 15 on the docket. Oh, we already grabbed the Pokemon here. Sounds when the bridge transfer. Newer is gone. That's perfectly fine with me. I'm keeping all my shiny Pokemon here on these games. I am not moving them anywhere beyond Generation 5, and you know, there's no, you know, transferring from Gens 3 to 4 to 5. Nothing goes away from there. That is just permanently set up in the games to keep working, so I'm good here. I don't... If I ever play through Gen 6 and onward ever again, yeah, it's just going to be for casual playthrough. Maybe some internal shiny hunting, but nothing, not pulling anything up to any newer generations or beyond. Let's see. How many encounters are we going to end off with today? We started at 13,000, so definitely in the next 24 minutes, we'll probably get to 13,450, something like that. And another 15 after that. I don't think we'll get to like 13. Definitely not. Definitely not getting to 13,600. Maybe we can get close to 13,500. We might be able to get there. Again, assuming Tepig doesn't want to be nice to me and freaking just shine. Nothing I do is good enough for this pig. Nothing. I need to switch out my controller real quick. My DS is dying. Need to move on over to the handy dandy Dialga DS. Leave my sweet little Dragonite behind. Oh, excuse me. Being a little slow here. Gotta get going. We don't got all the time in the world left. But despite my feelings on the 3D, era of Pokemon, which I don't really know if that's going to be like 3D is just where the Pokemon is. I don't think we're ever seeing a different. I don't what other era is there. Obviously, there was the 2D era, and 3D is here to stay. Like, we're not really getting anything different. I don't think they're ever going to go back to 2D. I guess maybe sometime in the future we end up with 4D gaming. What even is considered 4D other than, I guess, you start adding, like stimuli, the gaming. You get shocked by electric type, you feel a little jolt of electricity, you get hit with a water move, you're splashed splash with some water, you get hit with a fire move, they brand you with a Nintendo logo. 60 gaming. I mean, I guess there's always the, like, what is it, like VR? They might, I don't think they would ever commit to just fully going like, all our games are in VR, you have to wear a VR headset or else you can't play them. I don't think they would ever do that, but I guess that is a possibility. You're doing like 3DS but better. I think the 3DS was a solid console. I think the 3DS was pretty solid. I think the 3DS is home to the most number of Pokemon games you can play on a single console. Because you can play Gens 4, which is 5 total games. You can play Gen 5, which is 4 games. You can then play Generation 6, which is 4 games. And you can play Gen 7, another 4 games. So what is that? 17 total games, and then if you have the virtual console, is it just, what are all the virtual console? Did they do red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, and crystal? I feel like they did. So that's another 6 games if you actually have them on the virtual console for the 3DS. So it's what, 23 total games from the main series of Pokemon. So, now granted, yes, 6 of them are from virtual console. So if you didn't already have them on your DS, you're not getting any more. Enjoy the game, when you enjoy the game, Nintendo sends someone to your house to make sure you stop. Yeah, what was I? It was either earlier today or late last night. Someone was, I think I was actually watching a Small Ant VOD earlier today, and he made a joke. He was like, "Don't you know Nintendo hates their fans? Nintendo hates the people that play their games." But that does remind me, since we already hit the light goal, I will increase it. So we already hit 15. If we manage, I'll just put it at 20. We'll just sit there. If we manage to get to 20 likes, I will bump it up another 15 minutes. How about that? We already got 15 on the board, so if we manage to get to 20, we'll go another 30. Assuming my voice can hold up to that. I'm like kind of losing my voice, which is surprising. But I guess during the tier list maker session, I was going a little bit hard with the talking. I would love to go all night. I mean, I guess technically if we just continued hitting light goals, I would then have to be obligated to go all night, but I do have to work tomorrow, so at some point I will have to call it a day. What point that is, we will see. In fact, I think I don't know for certain, but I feel like that 12-hour stream I did back on December 31st, I feel like that had something to do with the fact that I got sick for 2 weeks afterwards. I don't know how I would get sick off of that. I was literally in my room the entire day. Maybe it was from like DoorDash, someone that delivered something. Had something that they transferred to me through my food somehow. Could have been the fact that I talked for 12 hours straight and just killed my vocal cords and somehow got me sick. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh man. Man, Tepig, come on, just give me a shiny, please. We're buddies, right? I love your games. Everyone hates you, but I don't. That's the thing. That's the crazy part, Tepig. So many people don't like you, but I do, and yet you don't want to shine for me. It's kind of rude. I go to bat for you all the time, and yet this is the payment I get. This is what I get. Shoot, not even 45 minutes ago, I was out here preaching praises to your final evolution shiny. I literally named Imbor the best, oh, and what happened there? I named Imbor the best shiny starter Pokemon that exists. And yet, what do I get in return? Not a thing. Not a thing. Just 13,000 encounters and no frickin' shiny. I bought a Pokemon card with Imbor on it. That was shiny. I bought a plushie of Tepig. Nothing worked. All my good graces have been for naught. Ooh, Fly, you wound me. You wound me. I love shiny Imbor. I think it's so pretty. The blue flames is just... Blue flames are too cool. I mean... If Azula wasn't batshit crazy, I mean, she probably would have been the coolest character in Avatar: The Last Airbender. She wasn't the villain. Or a villain. The blue fire is just too clean. Oh, what happened there? Meow, no. Oh, what is going on? Well, Fly, you really missed out there. Earlier, I can pull it up here. I still have it up. We did an entire tier list of all the shiny starter Pokemon. You know, I'll pause the timer for a second while we look at this. Look this over. Yeah, I tiered all of the... Now, granted, everything in good soup and down, they're not in any particular order. They're just where they are. Everything in the top tier, though, at the very, very much top, is how I rank the shinies. Like, So Emboar, #1 shiny starter to me. Greninja, #2, Inteleon 3. You go in from there. So these were my rankings of how I feel about the shiny starters. Surprisingly, I thought there would be a lot more negativity of my opinions, but most of them ended up in the alright or better. Only a few ended up in the bad or green. The bad or green. Those were the... And then obviously Goldango. But yeah. I really like Shiny Emboar. I think it's pretty cool. That's just my 2 cents. Alright, we'll keep going. Chikorita in 2nd tier. Did I have Chikorita in 2nd tier? I thought I had Chikorita in... Oh, I have the OG Generation 2 Chikorita in 2nd tier. I have Chikorita moving forward in the alright tier. Generation 2 Chikorita is a more autumn, fall leaves looking shiny, which I really like. Normal Chikorita moving forward is just mediocre. Because yeah, the Generation 1 and 2 starters have slightly different shinies in Generation 2. Moving forward, they're a bit different, so I tiered them individually from each other since they're technically 2 different shinies. Some Pokemon were better, like Chikorita. In the OG, I think they look better than when they went forward, but then some Pokemon, like Totodile, I think actually looks worse in the OG Gen 2 and looks better in Gen 3 and onward, if I can articulate my words. We get Earthquake TM with pickup from. Is that possible? Can you get any TM from pickup, or is it like, how does that work? I've honestly never really utilized pickup too much when playing their games. Like, can you actually get TMs? I know you can get stuff like rare candies or maybe nuggets or whatnot, but actual TMs? You get flings. Oh, wow. That's pretty crazy. I do know in the original, in Ruby Sapphire, when pickup first became an ability, when abilities first became a thing, I do know that pickup back then didn't have like tiers. You could just randomly get whatever at any level of pickup, which was pretty crazy that early in the game you could just pick up like anything. I think it was in Emerald when they reworked it. Maybe it was, or was it Fire Red Leaf Green? I don't remember. One of the two, Fire Red Leaf Green, Emerald, where they reworked it and you actually have to level up the pickup Pokemon to get better items. That'd be pretty funny thinking about it in Ruby and Sapphire. If you can get the Earthquake TM in like Ruby Sapphire, can Mudkip learn Earthquake? Like Mudkip itself. Obviously Marshtomp and Swampert probably can. Obviously, they definitely can, being ground types. I feel like Mudkip probably can't learn Earthquake. It's only when it evolves that it can start learning it. But still, if there was some like early game Pokemon that could learn Earthquake and you get it off of the pickup and you just randomly have one of the best moves in the game super early, it'd be kind of funny. Obviously, that's very luck dependent, but could happen maybe if that was an option. I reckon I was falling over a little tiny bit. Okay, what is going on? We got some games not wanting to cooperate. Okay, now the one up. What are we doing here? Come on. We need to move this cup out of the way. Is it blocking the signal? We getting interference in here? Oh my lord, Tepig. Oh my lord. You really hate me, don't you? Okay, well, then, yeah. Don't get to abuse it in Ruby and Sapphire, but... which is probably a good thing, since they had a more loose... application of the ability. I could not get my words out there. It was like, okay, brain, let's finish this thought. Yeah, any second now. Let's get it out. Okay. All right, well, that is 13,400 encounters. And do we have a Shiny Tepig? No. No, we do not. Just 400 encounters on the night. Nothing crazy. I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. Now, I know for certain my copy of Black 2 in English, that is a legit copy. I bought it over 10 years ago. I know that thing is legit. I am the proud owner of that one. I know that one's real. The other three, I'm pretty certain they're real. I'm fairly certain my Japanese copies and my copy of White 2. Am I 100% certain? No, they could be the world's greatest fakes. I never know, but they seem damn real to me, so I would assume I can actually get a freaking shiny in these games. I think Tepig is just being stubborn. Oh, but actually, hold on. Well, looks like we have hit a second like goal on the stream. So we got to 20. Now instead of just going for an extra 15 minutes, we're going to go for an extra 30. So once our timer here expires, we'll put 30 more minutes on the clock and we will keep going looking for this little pig. And you know what? After we get this reset out, I will increase the like coal. Like coal. Like I'm Santa Claus over here. You like coal? I will increase the like goal once more. See if we can get a little crazy with it. All right, so got that encounter going off, and let's see, we can go up Shide. I feel like 25 is risky. I feel like 25 is a little risky here. I'm gonna go 30. We're gonna jump it up a decent little bit. We're gonna go to 30 now. So in order to extend another 15 minutes, we would have to get 10 more likes on the stream. Which I'm going to go out on a limb and say is not going to happen, because the only time I've gotten over 30 likes on a stream during the stream was when we were streaming for 12 hours straight. So If it took 12 hours to get over 30 there, I don't know if we're gonna do it here, but we'll see. I can certainly say if there's a I guess I was about to say if there's a Santa Claus of the Pokemon world, there literally is. It's Delibird. Yeah, I'm gonna write a letter to Delibird letting it know that Tepig does not deserve anything nice. It deserves a giant lump of coal. It is being quite naughty by just wasting my time. We could have made it so far into the Shiny Living Dex if you just shined, you know, even 5,000 encounters ago. Shoot, if you just shined on the freaking 12-hour stream, which, you know, it's going to take a good second to actually get a shiny charm in the games, because getting every single Pokemon for the National Dex is going to be that's surprisingly the first time I've done that all day. Try and give it a nickname. Yeah, getting the National Dex for the shiny charm, that is going to be a chore in itself as well. It's certainly going to take a second. Now, I'm going to do all that off screen. I'm going to play through all 4 of these games. I'm going to have to play through Black 2 and White 2. Total of 4 times, which I've had to do that for basically every game I'm working with right now. And I'll complete the Unova Dex along the way as I can. Or, yeah, Black 2, White 2 is Unova Dex. So, and then we'll start slowly working our way, transferring Pokemon up from Platinum and this, that, the other game. I need to remember to... I really need to remember to catch the Shiny Gyarados and Soul Silver on stream. That way I can continue that game too, because I need to get Soul Silver all the way. I can't talk. Slurring my words over here. I need to get Soul Silver all the way through to the end of the game. Gotta get all the way to red. But let's see, can I knock out another 4 encounters here before the timer expires? Doesn't really matter if it expires because we're going to go for another 30 minutes, but see if we can still race the clock a little bit. I don't know if we're going to make it. Bianca takes forever. Come on, Bianca. Goodness. You just a little chatty Cathy over there. Nope, nope, we're not gonna make it. It's taking too long. Come on. Ah, boom, right on the, almost right on the dot. Okay, well, we're not done. We are not done yet. We did manage to hit the light goal. I just can't talk. 2 times, so we will actually be... No, that's not... Oh, how do I edit this? Oh, I just click on it. What am I doing? We're going to add another 20 minutes to... Not 20 minutes, 30 minutes. 30. Add another 3-0 on the clock. All right. Hello? Oh. I was like, what is going on here? Sound, I don't think that does not matter. I don't think a sound actually played for us when the timer went off. That is 3. I need 30. All right, and away we go. 30 more minutes on the clock. The stream does not end. It'll never end. We gotta get it. You know, we've been blessed for 30 extra minutes of stream time. We gotta get this thing shiny. Come on. I feel like it's got to be Bianca's fault. I don't know why. I just feel like Bianca's doing something to screw us up here. She's like messing with the mojo or something like that, the voodoo. It's probably because she talks too much. That's got to be it. She just talks way too much. She's ruining my chance at hitting RNG seeds because she just talks way too much. Not there. You made a video? I'll need to go check that out. I didn't see that. YouTube slacking, not recommending me content that I subscribe to. Yeah, Bianca just wants an army of shiny pigs for herself, so she keeps stealing mine. Cause she's like, I don't got time for this. You wanna do all these resets? Fine. I'm just gonna take your hard work. Now, you might say, how does she not have time for this? She's the one standing here giving me the pig over and over and over and over again. But time does not exist for her. She's a video game character. She doesn't care. She's immortal. Bianca will live forever. Bianca will outlive all of us. What is going on? Why am I not seeing all the Pokemon? Shoot, if you really think about it, if a singular copy of Pokemon Black and White or Black 2 White 2 manages to survive on Earth throughout its entire, how many billions of years is gonna be around, way past the extinction of man, if a singular copy somehow survives, I don't think it would, but if it somehow survives, then Bianca would survive until the heat death of the universe, whereas we will not. So Bianca has all the time in the world to keep stealing my shiny Tepigs. The only time limit on her is the time limit of the universe itself. I do feel like eventually over time, obviously over billions of years, the plastic, plastic takes a long time to degrade. It is not, great for the environment. But the plastic of the game cartridges over time, it would eventually wear out, it would, return to the earth, as you say, eventually degrade. I don't think the cartridges could survive in perpetuity. Is that the correct usage of that word, perpetuity? I believe so. It would have to stop working eventually. At some point it would have to die, but be a while. Certainly be a while. Okay, all my games are not responding properly. We're going through a... Like, what is going on? Why aren't all my games not responding to my controller? Come on. I mean, I guess if you somehow loaded the I don't know how any of this tech works. I might just be saying a whole bunch of bullshit, but if you somehow loaded the games onto loaded the data of the game onto something that can send it out into the universe, in waves, forms of waves or whatever, just let it bounce, let this wave of data containing Black 2 and White 2 bounce around the universe. Maybe then you could preserve it. But then eventually also I feel like those waves would get absorbed by something. Unless that's not how it works. I'm not an expert. I don't really know. So let's see. We're probably looking at, I think we'll get a little bit over 13,500. I think we can definitely get 60 more encounters here, if not a little bit more. Shinies are added to your soul card. Harder part would be preserving something that could play. Yeah, also preserving a DS or a 3DS. Something. But hey, I mean, if it survives long enough and then a super intelligent race of, you know, something finds it on Earth and can reverse engineer a Nintendo DS to play it. That's I was just thinking about, because so I just bought this copy of Fire Red recently, very beat up on the label, but you know, I bought it from a local game store. I loaded up the game, see if there was a save file on it. There was. There's a kid named Leo, which I thought was funny. My dog's name is Leo. So they were pretty far. They were past the 7th gym. They had all 7 gym badges, or 7 of the 8 gym badges. They'd caught Zapdos, no, Moltres and Articuno. You know, they played through a good bit of the game. Imagine somehow, you know, that game survived, or any game with a save file on it survives for millions, billions of years on Earth. Just hanging out, somehow does it. I don't know how it would, but it does it. Hyper intelligent race of, you know, other creatures finds their way to Earth one day, and they uncover it, and they're like, you know, oh my god, what is this thing? They wouldn't say God, because they probably wouldn't have the, you know, probably wouldn't have a god. Maybe, no. They'd be like, oh my, what is this? We're so incredibly intelligent. Let's figure it out. And then you gotta. I'm just now realizing this train of thought I'm going on. Kind of dumb. Kind of, you know, but whatever. I'm just thinking about aliens millions of years in the future playing a copy of Black 2 White 2, being like, what in the world was going on this planet? What is this? They carbon date it and they're like, oh my god, what was going on here 5 million years ago? I don't know. I don't know if you'll ever get me to hop on board the brain microchips. I don't know if I'll ever be able to accept that. That just sounds too dystopian. That just sounds like, wait, I mean, I've been watching Severance. I don't know if anyone's have seen the show Severance out there. I won't say anything about it if you have, or, you know, no spoilers. But, you know, there are microchips implanted in the brains. Not a spoiler. That's, you know, part of early in the first episode of the show. Yeah, no, I don't want an outside entity having access to my brain through a little chip that they can wireless control. I don't care for that. That doesn't sound I'm cool. Sounds good. I am A-okay. Okay, come on now. Get the aliens. Yeah. We leave detailed instructions. Like, please, we could not complete our mission to get this pig to shine. Here is a step-by-step detailed list of how you can continue this for us. Please, these are my dying wishes. Oh, goodness. Shiny Tepig was God. Okay. glasses back on properly. Come on now. Okay, wasting time. I gotta get going. We gotta get this pig. Boom, 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 boom. I swear, every once in a while, my brain plays a trick on me. I swear, I see a Shiny Tepig on screen. Same thing. I don't know if it's the lighting. I don't know if it's because I'm looking at one, and so out of the corner of my eye, the shading changes for, I don't know. I just swear I see it. I think I got it, and then I realize, nope. You've been duped once again. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I'm gonna need to mute for a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I can clear my throat there. Yeah, I thought this stream was going to last like, you know, a little over 2 hours. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you know what? That'll be pretty good. That's a good solid stream. And now here we are. We're going to be hitting 3.5 hours by the end of it. I was under the impression I would be in bed, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes ago. That's probably a little optimistic. Knowing myself, I would have stayed up. But yeah, I'm not going to be going to bed anytime soon. Yeah, this is definitely a lot better than what I had before. It's definitely a lot easier. I'm able to relax, and I feel like I can interact with chat better, get the flow of the hunt going more quickly. It has certainly been nice having this compared to where we were at the beginning, but you know, that's the natural evolution of it. You'll get there eventually. Get a capture card or two. And really, the wireless controller stuff is not that expensive. Like the receiver and then the stuff to install into the DS's is not that expensive. You can do it yourself pretty. I could have done it myself. I'm a little bit lazy. I'm also like scared that I'll just break my DS's. It's probably not that difficult. You can definitely do it on your own. And it wouldn't cost you, I think, to set up the capture card itself is a little bit more expensive, but like the wireless controllers, you can probably do 2 DS's for less than 80 bucks, maybe less than 70. Like, it's really not that bad. I just bought it off eBay. I bought my 4 DS's that I'm using here, and then the wireless controller bits. I happened to go on eBay. I bought 4 plain DS's that I was going to install capture cards into myself, and was also going to install the wireless receivers into. I was so close to sending them off and doing all that, but I just happened to go on eBay. Was just like, oh, Nintendo DS capture card, because I randomly was bored and felt like looking it up. Yeah, I bought ones that already had it all installed. And then, yep, just so happened there was someone selling exactly 4, which is exactly what I needed. They all had capture cards, and they all had the wireless receivers in them. And I was like, all right, sounds good. I will be snagging that. How about bugs for next shiny tier list? I could certainly do that, yeah. I definitely want to do the types. I might try and do other little subcategories of Pokemon to chip away at the overall total of Pokemon there are per category. Bugs is probably not the worst. I don't know how many total bug Pokemon there are. But like it took, you know, an hour to do all the starters, so like, and that was 80, yeah, it was probably closer to 100 something sprites to judge, so you know, if there's like 100 something bug Pokemon, I guess it'd be roughly similar. It's really types like water that are like, okay, that one would take a while to do. So like I said, I might do mythicals, pseudos. What else could we do? Mythicals, pseudos. Like I said, I could split up the legendaries into like box arts and then like non-box art legendaries. And then once we chip away at all those, you know, whenever we do a bunch of different tier lists. So like with the starters, whenever we get to like ranking all the fire type Pokemon, yeah, all the fire starters, they're not going to be involved in the tier list because we've already tiered them. So we shall see. I definitely don't think I'm going to be doing a tier list tomorrow, though. I don't think I'm going to throw that into the stream. Maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday. We'll see. Just because tomorrow I gotta be real. I gotta be real. I'd like the stream to be a tiny bit shorter. Unfortunately, cannot be doing 3.5 hour streams every night. A little much with work, but on Mondays I can pull it off, or occasionally. Definitely can do it on Fridays. Fridays, we're good to go for, you know, however long we want to make it happen. Those games were not on sync with the others. Oh, Tepig, oh, Tepig. We're really gonna do this. I was hoping to somehow just knock it out one stream. Just finally get this pig to shine, but nope. Does not seem like that's in the cards. That's always such a tough decision. I never know the answer to that for myself. Like, what should I continue doing? Should I keep going with this? Should I do something else? Spice it up? I'd say it's really whatever you're feeling. Like, if you're really feeling like knocking out Snivy and getting that shiny, probably go for that. You want to do something a little different, maybe go Soul Silver. I just go with my gut. I try and set a stream schedule, and I'm like, all right, that's what we're sticking with. I am here for that. And then, you know, I get a day into it, and I'm like, you know what? It'd be kind of fun to change this, though, and do something else. Yeah, it's always good to switch it up a little bit. Break up the monotony. And I mean, shoot. I can personally attest that the Soul Silver Shiny Hunt is A1. Am I a little biased because I somehow got Totodile and Cyndaquil, the two shinies that I wanted, really fast in that hunt? Yeah, probably a little biased, but... you know, everyone's got to have an experience like mine. There's no way anyone else is gonna, you know, take forever on that hunt. Nah. It's super easy and quick for everyone. This is just how it is. All right. Ooh, good pop right there. Goodness. All right, we are going to hit 13,500 right here, right now on the encounters, halfway to 14K. Or I should say, you know, we're halfway between 13 and 14K. Halfway to 14K would be 7,000. Yeah, I've said, you know, I always, I used to say, oh, if we can get it before 10K, I don't even care if we go over odds. I just want it before 10K. Well, now we're at the point, can I just get it before 15? Like, is that too much to ask for? Can I do before 15,000? Okay, gold is on transfer. Do more. You mean Heart Gold? Which game you talking about? Wish I had gold to dual hunt transfer the shiny over there. Yeah, I want to... Yeah, Heart Gold. Yeah, I need to pick up a copy of that too. I only have Soul Silver at the moment, and yeah. I need both of those for hunting Lugia and Ho-Oh. I need both of those for not only hunting Lugia and Ho-Oh, I need to catch one of them first as a non-shiny and then transfer it up to Generation 5 so I can have them for the National Dex. And so I'm thinking what I'm going to do with those two games is, like, during the main story you can catch, you know, Lugia, Ho-Oh. You're forced to do it in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Kimono girls are like, hey, come here, and then you gotta battle them. You can re-encounter them in the post-game if you don't catch them or run away or defeat them. But I'm thinking I'm going to catch them as a part of the main story, get the regular Lugia, Ho-Oh, and then in the post-game, I'll just go for the opposite poke, because you can get both of them in the games, which is really nice that you can get them both the box arts in each of the games, I should say. So probably, you know, in Soul Silver, we'll be hunting for Ho-Oh, and then Heart Gold will be hunting for Lugia. Yeah. Oh, what are we doing? That one up there is not going. Yeah, it's like, you know, I just had to buy this Fire Red that I just showed. I had Fire Red growing up. Growing up, I had Fire Red. I just held on to it. Wouldn't have had to bought it. Can't. I've been live for over 3 hours. I can't speak. My tongue does not work anymore. My brain is short-circuiting. Yeah, I wouldn't have had to drop $120 to get a copy of Fire Red if I just kept my one from being a kid. Thankfully, I kept Emerald from my, you know, childhood, so I don't have to buy a freaking English copy of Emerald, because that's a $200+ purchase right there. And then Platinum as well. Luckily to have had that one from high school, not like elementary school. I got that one in high school from a friend. And what, I did get rid of my OG copy of Crystal, unfortunately. I did manage to pick up a new copy back in forever ago. I don't know when that was, 2017, 2018. Got a new copy of Crystal. It was only 20 bucks back then. Like, Crystal's how ridiculously expensive now, and, you know, 2016, 2017, got one for like $25 from Second and Charles. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Getting Fire Red in the DS. Not too terrible. Yeah, hindsight's one of those delicious drugs. I shouldn't phrase anything like that ever again. That was... Nah, I didn't like that. Did not like that phrasing. Hindsight, yeah, obviously 2020. It's like you think of, you know, Pokemon cards, Pokemon games, whatever it is. You just look back on it in hindsight and you're like, wow, why wasn't I picking up these games for $10 to $20? Now they're worth $200. Could have been rich. But of course, you know, that's not how it works. You would never know. Especially because, like, other games from the same era, you know, the Game Boy Advance games, like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green. Other Game Boy Advance games are not, they're not all freaking $200. A lot of them are junk. You can barely sell them for $5. Like, no one wants them. No one cares about them. And I think certainly a lot of people would not have expected Pokemon to be as popular as it still is. Like, most people probably thought Pokemon was going to die after Generation 2. Maybe Generation 3. I mean, Gen 3 was still pretty big, I feel like, but I feel that's when its popularity started to kind of like dip a little bit. Probably a lot of people thought, okay, well, Pokemon, the fad's dead. It's not going to keep going. They chugged through Gens 4 and 5, and then, you know, they got to the modern games, the 3D, and then they've just been, you know, taken off since. And I think there was a little lull in the Sun and Moon era in terms of popularity, but I feel like Pokemon is as popular now as it's ever been. So they are still chugging away. Oh, I need to keep going. All right, it's probably, yeah, we're probably only going to get these 4 and then 4 more. So we're going to end up ending the stream at 13,528 most likely. Once again, my freaking brain did it to me. I thought the one in the bottom right was shiny. I was looking at the one in the bottom left, and then my brain just in like peripheral was like, oh, that's yellow. And I look over it and it's not freaking yellow. But actually, the timer's not going to be, or the timer's still going to be going once we get these 4. Like, it's not going to be over. And well, it'll be close. I'll say, you know what, we'll throw out 2 more. Why not? We'll get to, we'll get these 4, and then even though the timer will expire in the midst of our next reset, we'll still grab those 2. Why not? Okay. Why is that one game up there not going? What are we doing? All right, what do you know? Not a shiny. Last 4 encounters of the stream. A good 3.5 hours deep. And what do you know? Over 500 encounters. Has Tepig shined? No. No, it is not. This pig is plaguing my existence. The bane of my life. The thorn in my side, and yet I can't bring myself to hate this little guy. Can't do it. Let us see, let us see. Time is going to run out here, but we are grabbing these 4 anyways. Let us see. Can we somehow end stream on a bang? Can we get a freaking shiny Tepig right here? At the last second. Time's up. That is a-okay. If Bianca didn't talk so much, we'd probably be fine. But let us see. Last 4. We'll go one by one. We're not going to check all 4 at the same time. A little bit of suspense, a little bit of drama. We'll go bottom right down here. Am I pressing the right button? No, I'm not. I was pressing start. I need to press X. That one is not a shiny. How about over here on our... Is this English White 2? No, this... I don't know which one this is. It doesn't matter. Do we got a shiny here? No, we don't. 3rd time is the charm, as they say. Can we get a freaking shiny? Nope. One more pig. One pig to rule them all. Do we got a shiny Tepig? right here at the very end. Am I surprised? No. No, I'm not. Am I disappointed? Immensely. That is 13,532 Tepig seen, and then we don't got a shiny yet. How lovely. As always, thank you so much to everyone who comes out to the stream, who engages with me as I sit here and bash my head into the wall looking for this damn shiny. I'm always so appreciative of everyone that comes out and chats and just hangs out and watches the shenanigans. Yeah, Fly, you have a great night too. And I will see you all tomorrow. We're going to be back here again looking for the pig. I'm not giving up. Tepig will be mine. I'll see y'all tomorrow.